slipping away, you're slipping away, and you think back to a time that you were lost. Thoughts disorganized, can't seem to dry your eyes, and chaos is collapsing from your mind. And you say that you're fine, but now you're out of time. Out of time. You're out of time. You're out of time. And now you're out of time. Ooh. Now you're out of time. Never measure up, you'll never be enough. People say tough love, you should just suck it up. And you think back to a time that you were lost. Thoughts disorganized, can't seem to dry your eyes, and chaos is collapsing from your mind. And you say that you're fine, but now you're out of time. Out of time. You're out of time. You're out of time. And now you're out of time. Now you're out of time.
days passes by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal.
Hello and welcome to the World League Esports 10K tournament. It's play day number 3. We have Vanguard Gaming versus the Coppers bringing to your screen right now. We're going to be going to Theme Park and I'm joined by my man King Luda. How you doing, bro?
What's cooking? I'm good. How are you?
I be chilling. I have the new setup. Only the OGs remember this one. If you do, please post in chat. I used to do a lot of broadcasts from here during lockdown. Let me know if you guys do remember the setup. But that being said, heading straight on into Theme Park. Man, this is such a good send-off for this map. I really am quite sad that it's not in the comp map pool anymore.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I actually like this map.
What do I? Give me
more than Chalet.
Give me a good reason. Okay,
It's better than Chalet.
Fair.
At the very
Fair.
least, it's better than Chalet.
Definitely better than Chalet. I can 100% agree with you there. But your standard bans across this map, give us a rundown. I see we're going to get our first one in about 6 seconds time.
Thatcher, first one. It's not even
Obviously.
a question
Have
these
you
days.
ever played South African ranked or comp?
Okay, it's
never
not
mind.
a Thatcher?
Thank you for the
But
cast.
I was going to say Monty, the other one, because the Coppers banned it yesterday during their play day. So, yeah, they actually did. I don't know if that's... I guess it's not a target ban. It's just they don't like playing against the Montaigne. And if we don't get the Thatcher... Okay, there we go. I was going to build it up and actually say something that I would do. I didn't even have time. They were just so certain they weren't going to play the Thatcher. Now it's starting on the defensive bans, maybe a Mirror, I don't know, maybe a Cade. Quite useful on this map especially. But let's see what is going to be the ban coming out from these boys. I don't have stats on these guys. This is literally just off one. Okay, there we go. And now right.
Makes a lot of sense, especially if you are defending top floor. I believe that's the predominant side. And then as well in Drug. Drug is a very common mirror setup. Last ban for you?
Let me think. Cade, maybe? Jaeger.
Jaeger ban? Maestro ban, maybe?
Nah. Okay.
What?
Okay, so I'm gonna phrase this in 2 ways. One, either they have a coach that has gone through 200 hours of VODs and has established that one of these players is an absolute cav god, and he plays it a lot on Theme Park and he absolutely claps people, or it's Caveira ban. I don't like her.
Who was the G2 Caveira?
What do you mean?
There was an interrogation when G2 were playing.
It was Goga, I'm pretty sure.
Was it? Imagine putting Goga on a Caveira. Couldn't be us.
I mean, why not?
Daddy with a Tachanka going to bunk Daycare first. We've got 2 hard breaches and 3 soft destructors on the board, so there's something is definitely going to be opened up rather. And a 6 pick from the Rook onto We Shall Wait Jackal instead of a Thermite. That makes sense to me. Theme Park does seem to be a very roam heavy map. And a Vigil, that's an unfortunate and counterintuitive pick that Jackal's going to pick that Vigil up quite early on in the round, you would imagine. But without further ado, Kanye, let us get straight into round 1 of this game between Coppers and Vanguard Gaming. Theme Park, as you said, this will be a send-off. Let's have a look at how they set this up.
Yeah, quite strange since they actually decided to go to Bunk and Daycare as their primary bomb site. In seeing, I mean, obviously, it's just one of the strongest bomb sites in this entire game, Armory and Throne Room. There's no reason to not go there. But, I mean, maybe they have a strat here. I saw you actually talking about the drug lab area as well. I know Trinok is quite a fan of that area. I myself, not really. I don't see the temptation of it. I don't see why teams think it's a good site. But I digress. We're going to Bunk and Daycare. Let's see how they decide to set this one up. They do notably have the Tachanka with the Man, I can't remember what his turret is called. Anyway,
Oh, even
it's gonna
me.
be opening. It's gonna be opening up the walls with that one. The attack is now spawning in from teacups. Such a weird call out, but I love it.
Yeah, no, making sure to get all their default cameras. Don't want to give any intel away too early on in the round. Maybe give away the potential 6-pick that did come through onto that Jackal. And you would imagine Jackal will be heading up for his run play soon. I wonder if he's going to be paired up with anybody else. Vigil opting to play down below as opposed to playing horizontally with his fellow teammates here. You can see Cafe door has been opened up, and Opachat is just pre-firing, making sure that no one is going to quick peek in from the window, get an easy one-tap. These Evil Eyes will be giving a lot of information to the defending team, able to watch that whole 90 area. Tachanka still sitting inside of office. Is that called Vault?
It's called Vault, yeah.
It is Vault, eh? He can get a
Yeah.
cheeky pick there, but I mean, he's going to be waiting, and there we go. He is, in fact, Jackal pinged, and now Tachanka's going to be heading for the heels, moving and crouch walking. Not entirely certain if he should just dip out of there or just play his life out. That turret in hand going to do so much work for him in the near future, you would imagine. But no, it's still going to be a couple more droning seconds for the attacking team, trying to establish where all these Romans are, where these anchors are sitting, and where their point of ingress will be, how they can best push the site. They haven't cleared out any utility that I've seen thus far, and it's nearly time for the Romans to even come back to site.
Ooh, Valkyrie gets caught off guard. I do believe she was a drone, not the player inside the waiting room. Absolutely clapped there. Now they just need to take care of the utility. They can already push onto the bomb side. There's one player on the hard right side of that doorway, and he does find the kill. Main Turtle getting 3 kills for himself in a matter of seconds. It's triple kill on the round now. Just one player left. Pimp Daddy with the Tachanka. You were talking about him on the other side of the map with the roam play. I don't know if this was it, man. He's left in a 1v5. There's almost nothing you can do in initiation. He's trying to fight for his life, but no. Loses to the ITA 12S.
The secondary shotty to give us the flawless round. What a start from Vanguard Gaming. I don't know, the intel, the communication seemed to be pristine as the bodies were found by Opachat and the main turd, as he likes to call himself. Obviously not having a turd-like performance thus far in the very first round. So well played to Vanguard Game. It's a good way to open things up for themselves. This is a BO1. So every round counts and is of incredible importance. Alibi being picked up by Talon, which is quite interesting. Don't see a lot of Alibi play, although that MX4 Storm is a beast of a gun.
I mean, yeah, there's no reason really not to pick her, especially on a site that uses windows where you need to jump on into, let's say, kayaks or a small office inside of Gong. Those alibis placed on a window acts very similarly to a frost mat, maybe, where you get the intel off of it, even if it is shot out. But that being said, I want to talk quickly about the utility play in that previous one on Bunk and Daycare, where they kind of used utility in the Maestro and the Valkyrie, but it wasn't set up in a way where it allowed them any time to actually delay the attackers. What I mean with that is the Maestro cam, it was placed underneath the hatch. Why? It can literally just be opened by the sledge that had nade, and you did use it on the Maestro cam. Then as well, the Valkyrie cams were set up in a way that I can't exactly remember where each and every single one were, but it was set up in a way where once you stop the attackers, they can get onto the bomb side within a second. That's within the amount of time that it takes to make a call out. That means even if you have the intel, you're still going to get caught off guard when your team is making that call out. And that's exactly what happened. You just swung the doorway, you got a 3k, and you won the round. Easy as that. They're heading to initiation. Oh, no, sorry, not initiation. Armory and... Oh, what's that second bomb site called? I can't even remember, man.
Drone room?
Man, for someone that really likes theme park, I don't know
room.
the call outs. Thank you.
Yeah, it is drone room. And yeah, you said that the utility wasn't exactly centered around slowing down. The attackers was more geared towards providing information. You can see there's no Legion, no Malusi, no Ella, Kapka, nothing like that on the board to slow them down whatsoever. Was more geared around providing that intel. The Black Eyes and the Evil Eyes both. And now we've got another intel operator. It will be the Alibi. Obviously, as soon as you shoot that Prisma, you are detected for, I think, was it 3 seconds or so? Maybe not enough time to capitalize off of the information, but you definitely know where the attackers will be coming from. You can see one solo entering from the eastern side of the map, and Cafe already in the hands of the attackers, moving all the way up to the 90. And they are looking to clear out the top floor nice and swift. Not even a minute gone so far, and a lot of top floor map control in their position, looking to start working this top down. First pick will go to the main turn once again, and that will be the Valkyrie off the board. That's Christ the Buffle. And quite interesting that we're not going to see Hibana being played here. I suppose Cade is on the board with no Thatcher, makes it a bit more difficult. But Ace is going to get to work on this yellow stairs wall, Locker's wall, as some may know it. He's going to open it up nice and early. This is what you want. Ooh, there we go. The Prisma picks up one. Detected for 5 seconds or so, and they know exactly where the Ace is now perched up on that stairs. Twitch drone dealt with by the Cade. And he's going to sit pretty behind the throne while Speed is going to hold the cross angle for him. Still a lot of map control to be eaten up by these attackers. They haven't even moved downstairs yet. Still working on the vertical. Still setting up their executes.
Yeah, Observer, thank you. If you can quickly go to the overview, everyone is on site. There's no one on the roam at this point in time, and, well, they didn't even reinforce the hatch. It literally looked like when they spawned in, they just stayed in the bomb site, and, well, they're going to capitalize off of it. Vanguard Gaming, they're already opening up the verticals, they're already opening up the main wall. Fred there with the diffuser, he's back, and he's trying to get that plant down, and from the other side, from maintenance, he's already getting the main wall open at this point in time. Two angles being opened up. Orenma with the crossfire, he finds Slay. He's looking for more. Main man Turd is 4-0 at this point in time. He could find even more from Soften's long angle. The Maestro is going to try and swing it, and he does get a kill for himself. One more, and he might be able to turn this round around, but no, Orenma shuts him down. Main Turtle to find one as well. Now it's just Talon. He talked about the MX4 Storm being oh so powerful, but not when you can't control the recoil. Screw that, that was the SMG-11. That's even harder to control the recoil, but Talon to fall. It's Fred to get the final kill, and that's 2-0 up for Vanguard Gaming.
This is the K in chat. Very nice pre-fire. Nothing you can do about that. That's such a default anchor spot. I mean, if you're not pre-firing there, you're probably already dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, well played again by Vanguard Gaming. We did note that there were a couple of missing things there from the defense. Obviously, not getting the hatch, which is crucial. Only having one roamer above, and that roamer was dealt with within the first minute of the round. So the drone work, the Jackal, everything just playing into Vanguard Gaming's hands there, and they capitalized on every opportunity that they were given. It was a nice attempt by the Maestro and the Alibi on site to delay it as much as possible, but to no avail. Vanguard will go 2-0 up, and we'll have a double 6-pick again. Rook onto Kaid and Zofia onto Zofia, the 5,000 IQ 6-pick of the century, courtesy of Opachart.
Yeah, usually when the timer runs out on your 6-pick, you're just stuck on the same operator. But no, he actually opted to go to the same operator. It's not like he didn't have time. So I don't know what the play is there. Maybe his team was just screaming at them because they didn't actually have enough utility. You need to stick that Zofia. It's something really interesting I actually noted with what's the team Regicide. It's in a meta where the twinning. Yeah. Oh wait, sorry, I have a feedback loop. I thought you were talking. It was just my own voice.
Oh no!
In a meta where you're allowed more flexibility with your attacking lineup, it seems like a lot of teams, they still just say, no, we're not going to run the Zero, we're not going to run the Intel Ops, the maybe niched Ops, the Fuse, the whatever. They're just sticking to this flexible lineup of a lot of soft breaches. I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, maybe they're not too comfortable going with any sort of new strats, trying to switch things up. I did notice that they tend to run. Oh dear, that's not going to work. They were running.
He just leaves it.
He's like, yes,
It's
I'm
not
going to
gonna
try
try
it anyway. But I mean, the thing is, if they're going to have that sort of rigid operator lineup, they're not going to be able to take advantage of things that we've been given, such as the new weapon, the Gon 6, available to very niche operators, as you have said: Glaz, Lion, Doki, Finka, Gridlock, Amaru, Yana, and Zero. I mean, that's a great secondary to deal with this. To deal with these bulletproof things we see. We see the shields, we see the bubbles all around site, and if you were to switch things up, bring a little bit of variety, I think it would spice the strats up even more. Talon will get the opening pick onto Fred. That's the Alibi on the board, going 3-2. But refrag coming out elsewhere. That's Opachat onto Speed. So that is the pulse of the board. So no C4 coming from below anymore. And oh my god, I can't believe I rhymed that. Sorry, that just irritated me. Shadow will continue the onslaught though, as Talon will fall 4v3 in favor of the attackers, and some of these players aren't even in the building yet.
Yeah, I mean, they're just steaming on through. It's really been the thing we've been seeing from this team. Slay is one player that might be able to catch up with them, but they're attacking at such a pace that I don't think his flank is going to come out quick enough. It's Pimp Danny and Christy Buffel left on site. They're trying to get these walls open. They might be able to push onto site once that does happen, but as well, there's a soft wall all the way into Arcade Hallway that they could utilize. It's only the dock on site. Where's the Valkyrie? I actually can't spot her. I genuinely don't know where she is. Well, there she is. She's going to make her presence known. She's going to get a kill onto the main turtle. The main turret, sorry, he's going to shut him down. Finally, his first death of this game, and that's some siege timing there. The Ash just barely escaping with her life, but Orenma is going to make sure Slay and Grizzly Biffle don't escape their life. It's just Pimp Daddy. What can you do in this scenario? Well, nothing. Sure, you've got the MP5 and some stimmy pistols, but he's just going to get shot through the drone hole.
Oh no.
That's a tilter.
Oh no, that's incredibly unfortunate. I cannot think of worse ways to die than from that. In a comp game, in a official scrim, in a
Official
tournament.
scrim? Question mark.
Question mark?
Is this just a scrim?
I don't know. It seems like Vanguard are treating this like a scrim. They're just running over the Coppers. Maybe the Coppers are trying to test out some strats. Who knows? But we do have, what I do know is we do have 2 players still throwing up donuts from the Coppers. They're going to need to get on the board and help the team get up and out of this little 3-round slump that they have found themselves in. We'll go back to, or we will for the first time go to initiation and office, and we will have the exact same operator lineup coming up from the attack. A little bit different on the defense. Frost incredibly viable now that she has that secondary shorty and still brings a shield. That 9mm is quite a proficient SMG. Even the Super 90. I remember the days when you could spawn peek with a Super 90.
I do remember it. It wasn't pleasant. What's it? The Sniper 90. That's
the Sniper, yep. That's the one. Sick pick from the Vigil onto the Valkyrie. Not surprising. They're looking for a little bit more intel. I think they 100% should be playing those operators that slow down the attack just a little bit. Give a little bit more intel if necessary, just to coordinate a bit better. I feel like maybe a partnered roam would pay off for the defense somewhat, just to waste that time and just to play off that refrags. I haven't seen very many refrag opportunities come out for them, and that is probably due to their positioning. Either that or the attack are just... The attack is just flowing in terms of comms, the drones, the pinches, and if it's going like that from the start of this match, I definitely foresee them ending this on top.
Yeah, I mean, they're already 3-0 up. They've won attacks on both Bunk Daycare and Armory and Throne Room, one of the most defensive-sided bomb sites in this game. At this point in time, the Coppers, I don't want to say are almost certain to lose this, but from someone who has casted quite a lot of games, in my professional opinion, there's no way they're winning this game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. I haven't really seen anything to ignite any sort of a hope or any sort of like embers that could, like, I don't know, be kindled into like a raging fire that's going to take over and overbear Vanguard Gaming. Vanguard looked very much on top of this. We did maybe see a spawn peak come out, and we do see Ace on about 55 HP-ish. He does have Diffuser in hand, and he is the sole hard breacher for the team. So should he have lost his life, that would have been incredibly detrimental and potentially the opening that the Coppers would have needed. Smoke comes out from the Jackal. He's going to drop down, and he's going to start sniffing around for those toes that would have tickled the floor. And Talon coming out with a quick rotate. He's going to find himself in Arcade, looking to go up the stairs. Fred does get the early pick onto Pimp Daddy, and oh my goodness. The secondary shotty will dispose of Christy Buffle. Speed does get shallow though, and very nice trade. Speed gets one more, but Opahat does get the refrag, and eventually we find ourselves in a 3v2, still in favor of the attack though, but still, ooh, what a pre-fire.
Man, I don't know what intel he had on that, man. I don't know if there was a pre-placed drone. There are still quite a few on the map for the attackers. You can see the 3M3 on the top left of your screen, but Opahat, man, this man is unstoppable. He ends 762, he just swings on through and he wins these. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I know what you were thinking.
He did the knife peek.
Yeah.
Now, it's in the game. It's not an exploit, but I just got to put it out there. That's kind of low.
Technically not an exploit. It's like
it is
like the smoke glitching through the walls on coastline.
Yeah, I hate that. It's like the half bubble smoke, and now this. They did actually acknowledge that it is a glitch, and they're gonna try and patch it. But
that's true.
Oh, the knife.
Pimp Daddy picking up the Ella FO12.
No way. I'm sorry. Not again. Not gonna.
Not again. Please no.
Don't get me wrong. I love the what's that thing's name again? I can't even remember.
You can do it.
Hey, Spaz 12? No, that's something else. That's
no. Ooh, Amari strats. Let's get it. I really hope it's gonna be a rush strat. I really hope it's
this is Amari strat on Theme Park is the sole reason the ex-Titan Gaming roster has lost like 3 games. At this point in time, it's just cursed in SA lobbies.
Oh, I really hope it is an actual rush strat, not just like a quick way to get to the
Well,
roof.
I mean, they've been rushing each and every single round. At this point in time, I would be surprised if it wasn't a rush strat.
Facts. It is going to be a armory throne defense, and Cade is in play. Always excited to see where these Cade mains have to put their electricals just to try and keep the attackers from dealing with that utility or that wall for as long as possible. He is running the Org, I believe, which is preferred in my instance. I don't like running
No,
the
TCSG.
TCSG.
No,
Nope.
TCSG.
No. Oh, FO12.
FO12 gang, we got it. He predicted it and we got it.
Gang.
Where do you think he's going to play it? Because there aren't really close angles to play it on unless he's like playing 90 degrees on one of the doorways on
If you,
split. Or...
if you play close to the door by dragon, you play just around that
viable,
corner,
but also the walls are going to get opened and then you need to use the
depends which wall they're
RG15 and
open.
take long angles.
but it depends which wall they're open.
Yeah,
What is
but
this?
oh no, the ammo using her utility, the repel thingy, I don't know what it's called, going into arcade toilets. She's
Garrow.
swinging on the Garrow. Thank you.
Garrow.
There we go. He's on 90. He's trying to swing. He's trying to get some players off guard. Talon, he is up top. He could get caught off guard, but with the FO12, it's actually playing close. No, he's swinging
no.
on through, but the Ella Grismod mine detects him, and with the Org A3, he shuts him down. Fred. Well, I hope they don't go the route of Titan Gaming.
Ella justified immediately just by that Grismod.
Literally,
on
that
the
one
door
them.
from- Literally, it was just that was the crowning moment. And here we go. Vigil now looking to rotate down below, run straight into the Jackal, who's just positioned, just checking out the drug stashes, you know, as you would be. Man is from Spain after all. He's going to be opening up some sight lines all the way through onto, was that?
Ibiza.
Yes, Ibiza. Anyway, Jackal pre-firing through, still going to hold his position here in drug, try and hold the Ella inside of barrels for as long as possible. As you said, RG15 is out, having to take those long engagements of the player coming down arcade stairs. Ella is spotted out in drug, and now
Oh, that's a death sentence.
there is the spray through the wall and will not connect. Ella still very much 100 HP, and the Jackal is quite low, I would say 26 HP, but there are kills all across the board. Main turret gets one sledge, got the other, and just like that, we're in a 4v2. Only the Kaid and the Maestro left alive, the bearded boys sitting down in the site. And I'm not gonna lie, the Owls got more than enough bullets to deal with this, but for a minute and 15 seconds, that is a long time to hold by yourself.
I mean, you can shut down a doorway for around 20 seconds, but just spraying, but this is a bit too much to ask. He's spraying on through to split. The C7E, the Jackal is trying to find the pick from the vertical. He's getting pressured. The wall's getting opened. Each and every single angle they need to worry about at this point. 2 players left on the board. They might be able to clutch this out, but no. He loses his life now. It's just Slay Rex with the Cade. The Org A2, around 30 ammo in that little boy, but he does find the first. Could be what they need. The diffuser is getting planted. If he can find the skill onto the player, might be able to turn things around. But look at this, the Jackal is holding him in position. He knows exactly where he is. He can't peek out either way. He tries to find the engagement, but eventually it's Zofia to shut him down.
Hey, nah, I'm not gonna lie, Opachat is having the game of his life. Look at this flick. There you go, pre-fire done. GG, round over. 8-1 thus far after 5 rounds, and that is a very nice stat to put up for yourself. The very last defensive round for the Coppers. Can they get even one on the board? You would assume they could, as Theme Park does tend to be very defender-sided, but not the case this time. Not against such a well-oiled team that is Vanguard Gaming. Again, not fluctuating on the operator they want to bring. We do see a Legion now, or Legion rather, from Christy
Legion.
Buffalo, opting to play it instead of the Valkyrie. So still giving that intel, and will be slowing those attackers down somewhat. But I don't think even a Legion is going to stop these attackers from storming their way through the theme park, enjoying it to its fullest and getting that diffuser down in no time.
Yeah, I really find it quite strange that they're only making the adaptations this late into the game, because finally we're seeing the AoE denial, the smoke, the Ella, and the Legion. We've been seeing a rush strat come out from Vanguard Gaming round after round after round after round after round after round. 6 of them. Well, I assume because, well, we're seeing the same operator lineup, so I assume it's going to be 6. But really, only now we're seeing the AoE denial, and I really think it could work out for them. We saw how big the Ella Grismod mine was in that previous round. It got its kill single-handedly. I just wonder if they can make that steamroll into more, like snowball into more.
5-0 though. Even if
Yeah,
it
it's
is,
hard.
even if it works now, I feel like it's just about lost. To come back from a 5-1, that is ridiculous. I mean, think about it this way: they win this, they go 5-1. let's say the Vanguard win their first defense, then they're fighting 5 or 6 match points.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not happening because as well, it's Theme Park, the one with the most defensive side maps in this game. Like, there's
Quite
actually no way they're making this.
And if Vanguard are looking so strong on attack, I can only imagine what their defensive strats look like.
Well,
But,
what are they going to do on defense? Because their entire attacking strat is just rush. And just
They're
shift
gonna rush.
W,
They're gonna
rush.
rush outside.
You just go for each and every single spawn.
They're gonna run into teacups. We're gonna see how many kills they can get. Oh, getting cheeky, and now is not the time to spawn peek. Not when you don't have a single defensive run. Maybe you do it to try, get that early pick, but you really have to hit your shots. I'm a fan of the shield and rotation. It's pretty common, but super effective, especially when played by a smoke. You can deny that 90 control for around 45 seconds. And maybe that is just what your team needs in order to get it rotated. Oh my goodness, Fred with the jump in gets Slayer, and that is another roamer off the board. That's the Cade gun. His utility would have been placed, but I don't believe that his... What was he bringing? Yeah, his C4. C4 will die in the pocket of the Cade, which is unfortunate as well. Not much left in the form of plant, only the smoke really. And as I say his name, Speed meets the dust. Very unfortunate. Christy Buffalo hits the deck as well with one more left. Pimp Daddy. Fred's just going to swing him. And that will be GG 6-0. A flawless attacking half for Vanguard Gaming.
Yeah, Observer, if you can quickly just push tab and have us look at the scoreboard. All of the players from VG are showing up. 9 kills, 6 kills, 6, 6, 3. Like, what is this? No one has below a 1 KD. They're all showing up. Sure, it's a rush strat each and every single time, but when every single one of your players is capable of winning their gunfights, it's looking good. They're 6-0 up. I have nothing really to say. Pimp Daddy is going to be picking up the glass, yeah. And the Gridlock and the Iana Wop and the Capital. What is this?
What
We're
is
literally
this
seeing-
lineup?
What is this lineup, man?
I don't understand. Like my caster brain is not synthesizing what I'm looking at.
Like Iana, I
Does
can
anybody
understand.
have a hard breach tool?
Capital and Gridlock, I believe, can.
Surely you're not relying on that.
I mean, they're going to bunk in daycare, so it's not that big of a deal had it been Armory and Throne Room. But still, like, Iana, I can understand. She's currently in the meta. She has nades. She has her droney drone. But, like, Glass, Gridlock, Jackal, Capital? What is this?
I don't know what to make of this lineup, to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, to be fair, I maybe kind of cursed this because I said teams don't go for that. Those underrated operators, they just go for the all-around good ops. So
Bro,
maybe I cursed this, but
Maybe
yeah.
it does tend to happen. It doesn't. The cost curse is a very real thing and alive in this day and age. It's upsetting as much as as alive as it is. But I mean, I was also saying, I was like, people are not bringing the odd ops that have that Gon 6. Literally, 3 of those 5 have the
Have
new
the Gon
secondary.
6.
Literally.
Let's go, man. Watch them get a kill or 2 with that. I wish.
And then but let's look at the defenders and let's see what that Gon 6 is going to be useful for. Jaeger, no. Valk, no. Wamai, no. Pulse, no. Ella's shield. That is it.
Yeah, it's like Vanguard Gaming. As soon as they saw that operator lineup during the reveal phase, if I was them, I take a Goyo. Anything with anything that can't be destroyed by normal guns that you need soft reach for, because at this point in time, they've got flexible operators, sure, but like they don't have anything that plays into the 22nd meta. Sure, you can make the argument they have the Jaeger and the Wamai, but there's nothing to protect with those anti-throwables. Like anti-throwable, good, but when there's no indestructible things to protect with it, I don't understand what they're going for. That being said, he's going for a spawn peak. I do believe he has the pulse cardiac sensor down below, the UMP down below. He might be able to get the C4 kill into Cafe, but still, he has been droned out, but they're not capitalizing on it.
This is the most confusing attack/defense I have ever seen.
It's going to get even more confusing.
I was
'cause-
literally just going to leave it there. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to be honest with you. Jaeger was trying to spawn peek with a pistol. There was a double spawn peek.
Oh,
Glaz
that's
is not
weird.
hitting his shots even though there's a luminous Wamai on that window. Christy Buffalo will get the pick onto Opachat, though that's the L off the board. Slayer is still injured. Someone's going to have to rotate to pick him up. I do believe there is a teammate coming. It is Talon. But they will be well aware of his positioning. And oh my goodness, what a shot from that Org. That is Pimp Daddy off the board, so no more luminous yellow to ignite our screens. Pulse still giving out all the information after being droned out, literally not having moved from his original position. He will give out all that intel and just spot this one heartbeat, just chilling, just vibing. He's gonna be sitting here waiting for his opportunity. I mean, listen, that was you brought that up, okay? That was not intentional.
The word vibe is just bantering.
Oh, I thought that was a kill. Never mind.
Yeah, he gets a double though. The man-sized glow stick continues his stare main turret. Gets Talon. Now it's just Slayer X and speed. What can they do? Almost nothing. It's a minute on the board. They don't have the diffuser. They don't have any avenues onto sight.
What is this round?
It's chaos, man. What is Fred doing?
Okay.
Remember when you
Get
made
back
that joke that
inside.
he's gonna run into teacups?
I did say he was. Oh no. Surely not.
Come on, man. For the
Cappy
memes.
going for the P.
Oh.
He really hits it.
That was close. He did do damage.
Capital, yeah, Capital lost some HP. Oh
Honestly,
no, Jack
work.
suppressor? C70 suppressor?
Oh man, what is this round?
Nah, I'm sorry. Coppers, living up to your name, my guy.
Oh, come on,
Even
you-
me,
you
I'm
don't
not
have to do
level
them like
50.
that.
I'm not level 50, but god damn. What am I watching? Main turret will get a pick onto speed, and last alive is Slayer. C7E suppressor does get the one pick onto Shallow though, who was already low HP. Not managing to see any footprints, does manage to get the default cam though, as that's not moving whatsoever. He's got 5 seconds, he doesn't have the defuse, he's going to pre-fire everything, but he's going to be pre-fired in return. The UMB, the worst gun in the game, to finish things off with a flawless game from Vanguard Gaming.
I mean, it was flawless, yes, but I just got to put it out there. I did see quite a few errors made in the play of VG that Coppers just didn't capitalize on. There was room for improvement from both of these teams, but in the end, 7-0, it's flawless. I just got to give it to them. Well done. I got to put it out there. Well done.
Talon top frag of Coppers was just like GG easy in chat. I was like, oh, wait.
Shame.
It's okay, we out here. We out here for you. Bringing your plays to life regardless. But very well played to Vanguard Gaming. Very much well deserved. I don't really have any critiques for them. There were definitely errors that we did see, and a more well-oiled team probably would have capitalized, as you mentioned. But all in all, a very solid performance. Very unfortunate for the Coppers. Not really providing anything to go off of, anything of interest. And yeah, Vanguard Gaming move forward once more.
Yeah, really well done to them, and I believe it's currently 5:35, so in around 25 minutes we're going to be bringing you the game between the Regicide, and for the life of me I can't remember who the other team is.
Runshark Blue.
Runshark Blue. Okay,
Yes,
that's
sir.
actually quite interesting. I'm actually quite hyped for that one, and if you are just as hyped, please stick around in around 25 minutes-ish. I can't confirm, that's an estimate. That's an estimate. We're going to be bringing you that game. That being said, in the meantime, if you are going to stick around and you have some time to blow, head over to @WorldLeagueESP on Twitter. Be sure to join the giveaway for a free shirt and a mousepad. I can vouch the mousepad is extremely sexy. So if you want to win that,
Does look
head
really
over
good.
to @WorldLeagueESP. Comment who do you think is going to win this tournament. It's up to you. I actually want to know who everyone thinks is winning this, because I have
I'm
my
very
money on
interested.
Regicide.
Regicide looking very strong. I cast one of the games yesterday and they're looking very, very good. I imagine a Regicide versus ATK game would be absolutely fire.
That would break the
Absolutely fire.
internet.
It would be incredible to watch, and I really hope we do get to see that at some point in the future. But as mentioned, head over to the page, go comment on the tweet, get yourself some free stuff. But
It's
only
free,
if you
man.
guess correct. Only if you guess correctly. So make sure you do your research. Come watch these games. Tune in to every play day, and then the more you tune in, the more you'll have a what is it? An educated
Informed
guess.
guess.
Informed guess on who's going to win. But for now, I do believe we're going to throw it over to an intermission until we have our next game: Regicide versus Runshark Blue.
just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears around the ground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe in love. Hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But you said we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, 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 I can help you out. Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, 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 I can help you out. Look, if you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, 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 I can help you out.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin and I'm all soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
Hello and welcome back to the live stream. We're back. We're going to be bringing you the game between Runshark Blue and Regicide, one I'm actually quite excited for. Regicide, we saw them absolutely clap Tribe Simba yesterday. There's no other way to put it. It was a killing. We're going to be going to Clubhouse today, so I'm actually quite interested to see how they play on this map compared to the concrete box that is Oregon, a map that has a bit more flow, a bit more intricacy, a bit more strat play. As always, I'm joined by Cluedo. Again, we didn't change up the casters this time around. So what are you looking forward to in this game?
I want to see I think it was Divan and it was Alec continue the
Oh, yeah.
absolute tear that we saw them on yesterday. They were playing so well. I'm quite happy that we are having a bit of a change of scenery, heading over to Germany, heading over to Clubhouse. A map that I think has a nice balance of strategic play and utility juggling versus just taking gunfights and winning them. In terms of gunfights, I haven't seen Runshark Blue play just yet. We have seen Red Side, of course. But I'm hoping this comes down to the utility game. I do like to see those games within games, and I'm hoping to see a real bang of a match. You said this is going to be incredibly exciting. I intend to agree with you on that part, and I'm super hyped to get this one on the way. We're just waiting for the lobby to get in, and then this will be, I think this is our last game that we are casting today. So I'm hoping to end it off with a real cracker match.
Yeah, I really like what you said there. Is Regicide, we know they can gun, we know they can get kills. I want to see them actually use utility, because further on in this tournament, that's going to have to happen. At the moment, they're not necessarily getting challenged as much as you would like. It's more just a warm-up session for them, if I'm being honest. I want to see them actually bring out the utility play, because that's going to be more indicative of what's to come. Because sure, everyone has good gunplay. I mean, literally, just go on aim labs, easy. You have no excuse. But I really want to see the teamwork and utility play come out here, because Regicide, over on that game on Oregon, their drone work was phenomenal. There were rounds where Yellow Pings got them like 2 or 3 kills in one single
goodness,
round.
yes.
Remember that one in Logistics, man? What was that?
Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The wallbangs always tend to spice things up somewhat. They're always they make you wonder. They're like, hacks? Question mark?
No,
Hacks?
it's Yellow Ping.
No, it's Yellow Ping. It's the bane of every defender's existence is this Yellow Ping, but it is here to stay. That will not be removed anytime soon. And it's nice to see the teams are making use of their comms and the Yellow Ping, as opposed to alerting the defenders with that red ping. I don't know if you've been scanned recently, but it's quite annoying having that red flashing thing saying, you have been spotted on a scan. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, they actually changed it.
Thanks.
Like, why not just make it you've been spotted? Like, it says you've been scanned now. I was so irritated by that change. Anyway, sorry about that. We're going to be going to Clubhouse, and I'm really excited for this one. As we always say, the ban phase on this one. It's Thatcher, 1 hard breacher. On the defensive side, it's 1 hard breach denial and a mirror. There's almost no fluctuation. The main walls on these bomb sites on CCTV cache, gym, bedroom, down below in church and arsenal, there's literally no deviation in what you ban. Thatcher, he's just too OP. You ban 1 hard breacher so that they have to rely on some less utility. And yeah, I mean, further than the predictables, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah.
I would like to see an IQ being brought. I feel like she's very much underpicked thus far as I've seen. Personally, I think she brings great utility, but people just, I don't know, people just opt for,
People
like you said,
sleeping on her.
people sleep on IQ for some reason. I don't understand.
G8.
She's an OG. She's an OG.
Jade
op.
Cobra. Jade Cobra.
Literally. And the thing is, like, we spoke about Regicide having their very fixed lineup in terms of hard destruction and soft destruction. There is no in between. That is it. That is what they bring. A little bit of flexibility may provide a new dynamic for them. We'll have to see. They may become predictable with their strategies that they are employing at the moment. I mean, what happens if you ban out an Ash or a Zoff or a Sledge? The mainstays of their lineup, it forces them to fluctuate. And I wonder if they can provide that bit of flexibility for the team. An IQ, like I said, would be fantastic, given that they are using these destructors to get rid of utility. Rather just bring out IQ, see where the least utility is or what you need to get rid of, and move on with your life. But it looks like we have everybody in the lobby. We're just checking if everyone's ready to go. I'm not entirely certain what to expect out of the Runshark Blue team. This is the first time we'll have seen them on stream thus far. We've got Tala, Preston, Weeman, Tesla, and Sinks. And of course on Red side, we've got Divan, Mystic, Airy, Minted, and Alec. We are ready to go. Heading over to Germany. Let's get this one underway.
Do you feel going to be the place of the clash between Runshark Blue and Regicide? And this ban phase, literally, we could just skip it. I can call right now.
Facts. Actually, okay. Obviously, Thatcher to go first. Jackal ban question mark?
I don't know,
Maverick
actually,
ban question
because
mark?
I think Thatcher's going to be second, because I don't think Regicide actually ban him. I actually think that's one of the teams that don't ban Regicide. I mean,
Thatcher's
Thatcher
definitely
as
going to
well.
go, though.
He's
I
going to
mean,
go. I just don't think it's
he's
going to be
gonna go.
Regicide. There we go. It's Maverick, one of the hard reaches.
Maverick makes sense. Maverick makes sense to me. Obviously, with the Thatcher off the board, Maverick is your secondary go-to just to maybe open up a hole, get a nade through create those lines of sight, pushing people off of the walls, such as a bandit, if there's any bandit tricking. But this is the moment of truth. 6 seconds to find out if Thatcher will be eventually managing to stretch his legs somewhat, or if he's going to be hard cemented to the desk. Ooh, there it is. Jackal off the board. Thatcher in play. And now we may be able to see some creative bandit tricking.
Yeah, Thatcher, he's not banned. What? Braden does not compute. What is going on?
South Africa? Comp?
What is going on? 90% ban rate out the window?
What? Couldn't be us. Oh, you know why? You know why? Because that metric, that's 70. Thatcher's ban rate is 70% for platinum and above, and I did see one of the players' ranks was in fact gold 3.
That
So-
explains it.
I think that is it. That
That's
explains
it,
it all.
man. This is just
Mirror
isn't
off the
platinum lobby.
board. What operation was that? Coastline.
Velvet Chill.
Both
OG
of those
player,
operators. Both those
Yeah,
operators off
they
the
just
board. No
don't
Jack
like
on that
Spanish
mirror.
people.
Nah, they don't like the Spaniards. Goga would not do well here. And lastly, we will see Iwamai on the bench as well. That is quite interesting. Obviously, perhaps leaning into a very throwable based strats coming through here. Obviously, with the Thatcher in play as well, those grenades, you would imagine that when flashbangs are going to sail straight through those ADSs once they are dealt with by that EMP grenade. We will be going over to CCTV cache first. And let's have a look at the lineup. All destructors except for Thatcher.
Yeah, and I'm actually very excited that Thatcher is being brought. A lot of the time you see teams, when the Thatcher is not banned, they don't know how to adapt. They're not used to it being in place, so they
Well,
don't
do
actually
you have a
pick
strat
it.
for Thatcher nowadays?
Yeah, everyone
you
has.
can't play him?
It's click and throw. That's the strat for Thatcher.
Facts. But I mean, he's not really worked into strats anymore, like because you assume that you're not going to play with him.
I mean,
It's like teams practicing,
Kind of.
like pro league teams practicing without Mirror because Mirror always gets banned on like Consulate.
yeah, I guess, but also the Mavericks banned as well, so you don't have that secondary. Well, you don't really have. What was the point I was making? You don't have the Maverick, but you have the Thatcher. It's like one of those weird things where teams nowadays they're so good with the Maverick that are they going to be able to use the Thatcher now? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if
Are
the
they
bandit tricking from
interchangeable?
Liquid is good enough.
No. Are they interchangeable? 3 reinforcements going down into construction. Obviously, 1 on the outside wall, 2 on the wall facing into logistics office. That is pretty standard stuff there. Devon on the Jaeger, the hard spike Ash Jaeger main. If I ever saw one, Mint is going to be putting out some standard reinforcements. There's actually a sideline being opened up from Catwalk into CCTV instead of the usual rotational, which is quite interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out later on into this round. We do see Bandit posted up on the wall, stand and shield just outside the cache door, and here comes the attack. Hibana moving up slowly but surely. Sinks also managing to get those default cams, getting up to the roof as quick as possible, and here they begin their ascent.
Yeah, and I like to see them actually picking up those drones. They're saving it for later in this round. You can see at the top left of your screen, 2 and 7. Still a lot of drones in play, and look at this Airy. Don't think they know of his positioning, because, like you said, you like the IQ, but they're not doing IQ. Look at that. He's spotting out the Ash. So much intel being fed to them. Tala is going to be prone on
Oh, here it is.
window. Look at the run out. He's going with the Valkyrie. He swings wide. He gets the Ash. He tries to connect onto the second, but he can't find it. Refire coming out, but Mystic to find Tala. Now it's left in 3v4 already with only a minute elapsed.
Yeah, luckily they still have both hard breaches on the board with the Thatch in place. They're still able to get that wall open. We do still have Bandit actively bandit tricking, it seems like. And now, if you are the attack, what do? You no longer have that soft destruction you may have been hoping for. Maybe opening up below the feet of the Bandit, because I mean those breaching rounds are gone. There's no frag grenade. There's no Zoff. So, but stuck here. Maybe a bit of a tactical time out here on the roof, deciding how they're going to approach this. You do see that wub on the catwalk stairs. That's going to make it even more difficult to push through that avenue. Thermite is going for the breach, but there is a bandit battery, and it is I think it got the exothermic there. That is what I heard. And sure, this is going to be incredibly difficult for the attack to push in. They're going to have to battle, I think, through some sort of doorway. It's not going to be pleasant.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this initial opener, it's been so good for Regicide, and it just keeps getting better. He gets kill after kill after kill, pressed into fall. It's just wee man, the wee little teammate. He's the Thermite, but oh, come on, wait, what you got? I love chat. Luda just gives me like rap. What's the term for it? Like producer tag vibes.
Produce it vibes.
I mean,
Actual
tell me I'm wrong.
At me in chat, tell me I'm wrong. Only the thermite left alive, 75 HP and a dream, 35 seconds left on the clock. Where do you go? Where do you go? There's nowhere that is not being watched by these defendants ever. So vigilant, looking for the slightest pixel just to try and get some sort of advantage. Tap fire coming from the SMG 11, 20 seconds left. 2 players now drop to the bottom garage, and Thermite on his way up, it would seem, on the roof. And just take your tactical time out, my guy. Just sit pretty. Just regroup with your team and discuss how you're gonna approach this better next time.
Well, they really need to approach it better because I don't know. Do you think that was an error on the side of Run Shark White, or was it just an outplay from Urge side? Because the Valkyrie, like, sure, you can make the argument that they should have been more diligent. They should have actually looked for the cam, but like, do you think there was actually room for improvement there, or was that just an unlucky one?
Moving up onto the rappel outside Jacuzzi, she could have used a breaching round just to open up the garage. That would have scared away anybody inside the gym or bedroom, would have alerted them rather to the presence from the balcony. And at that point, I don't think that jump out becomes viable at all. If you have a drone, they watch for have a teammate just watch for any sort of rotation as soon as you open that up. Make your way to the roof. You don't have to push in immediately. Just make your presence known somewhat. That was not the case. Ash went to the roof, then she dropped down, and then the Valkyrie camera was just in the perfect position to give Eri that quick kill as he jumped out. He did a lot of damage, I think, to another player as well. I don't know if he got the kill, but he did do that damage. And at that point, you know what? Your job in that round is done. You've done what you need to do. And that was two of the soft breaches. I think that was also horrible from the side of. Okay, no, sorry. I had like a momentary like lapse in my thought process. Those were the two players that died. Were the two players that could have gotten that bandit off the wall. Okay, and I think that's why that was so important, that jump out, that literally broke the entire strategy, because they couldn't get the bandit off the wall. Because they couldn't get the bandit, they couldn't open up CC wall, and then they were forced to go through windows and doors, which are obviously all being watched.
That's what happens when you have the Thatcher. They're not used to
The
it.
power of the Thatcher.
Well, actually, the weakness of the Thatcher, because it seems they just can't use it.
That's the thing. I mean, if you don't practice running that Thatcher in your dry runs, then you will never know. You'll
See,
never.
but he gets
perfect
banned
the
in
time.
dry runs. Like, you don't even have the opportunity to dry run him, because in scrims he just gets banned.
The thing is, I reckon you still have to practice with me, because you want to get that timing right.
Yeah.
If there's a proficient bandit trigger, you need a Thatcher that knows what he's doing, along with a Thermite to have that synergy in order to open up the wall without getting successfully bandit tricked. But because Thatcher's not practiced, because he's banned the entire time, I think teams are falling short of that.
Yeah, most definitely, and well, he's gonna fall off of the roof here into...
See, this is all you had to do. This is all you had to do.
What?
And that Valkyrie can't jump out. This is all it was.
Oh yeah, definitely. Looks like they are, this time around, doing their due diligence, but for the wrong bomb site. Their checklist is wrong. They, looks like, took the wrong agenda.
SSG? What?
SSG top floor room strat, easy peasy. No, not really. They're playing down below.
I was
Hatches are
hoping.
closed. No.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
hoping. I was like, ooh, SSG, is this you? But nah, it's not. Minted will be playing inside of the tunnel, but there will be no pressure from there. Alec waiting for this impact trick opportunity. Impact tricking is so underrated, I feel. More people should definitely learn it instead of just relying on a C4 or on a Cade. You don't have to bring the Cade, you can impact trick. You just have to bring enough. Ooh, the Leisure Mine gives away his presence. And Mystic
Oh, that
swings.
Valkyrie cam spot. That Valkyrie cam spot is perfect. I saw Dr. Dropshot use it once, and I've been using it ever since my ranked games. And look at this, he swings with the M590, he gets the kill into sinks, and the lights are off because of the Thatcher EMP. It's shutting everything down, but it's not really doing anything just yet. Sure, they've gotten motor hatch open, but he's gonna keep on swinging the stairwell. Looks like he knows something that the attackers don't. He's going to try and swing it, and the Ibana's going to take so much damage. He comes off of it completely free. Tesla isn't even going to be able to shut him down, even though he has the crossfire. That is the power of this man. Mystic just continues dancing on through the crosshairs of these players, and he's doing so much damage. Wee Man taking, I believe, a bit of tick damage from... There's not even a smoke. Where did he take that damage from? I don't know. Maybe a Legion Goon Mine, but they're pushing down the mainstays still, but they need to cancel these plays out. C4 goes wide over the wall. It gets Tesla. Man, oh man. we are just getting fed some good siege.
This is incredibly unfortunate from Runchuck. It's not like they're doing anything wrong. Regicide is doing everything right. They're taking their opportunities. The hot drop from Hatch, though, not gonna work. Shooting the back of your teammate's head, also not gonna work. But Minted will be there to collect the kill onto Preston as Regicide find themselves a flawless round. Look at that angle with the hollow in hand. Sees the glint of the Black Pants running past and will just pre-fire through the soft wall, collecting the final kill of round 2. And with that being said, Regicide go 2-0 up. They are looking incredibly strong on this defense, and I'm not seeing much coming out of Runshark. Only 2 kills on the board thus far.
Yeah, I really agree with what you said there. It's not that Runshock Blue are making any mistakes. It's really that Regicide, at this point in time, from this game and what I saw yesterday, are in the best form factor they've ever been in. This team is unstoppable, and I'm looking forward to them actually facing off against the S tier teams within Siege. Because don't get me wrong, Runshock Blue, they're good. These players are skilled individually, but just not on that level. They're not, like I said, the S tier teams within South Africa. Going to be going to gym and bedroom. Let's see if they have the full rotation in terms of their bomb sites, or if they're kind of a 2-trick pony. Well, setting up this one up, and really at this point in time, I saw people already meme it in chat, and I'm gonna have to hop on the bandwagon. I see another 7-0 coming out from Regicide, because literally it's just perfect. It's perfect.
I'm actually astounded with the amount of 7-0s we have seen thus far in the comp.
Yeah.
Within the first 3 playdays, we've seen many 7-0s.
What is that shield? It's literally facing to the hatch.
Man,
Okay, no, he didn't place it.
I don't know if you're
I think
watching
his
the
team
game.
started shouted at him.
What was the game I was watching yesterday? Or I was casting rather. There was the Goyo, and they were playing Villa. They put the shield at top of red, facing towards Study, in the middle of the landing.
Top of red facing towards why?
So like your shield is facing through the doorway into Aviator, and then you're looking at Study, and I'm just like,
Oh,
But
now I see what you mean.
I'm like, but statue, this doesn't make sense to me. This is a similar shield. I'm like, I don't understand the shield. Who made this up and why is it a thing? But hopefully that will be redeployed elsewhere. And Preston's just gonna just one tap the CC window just in case there's someone watching a bullet hole spawn peek. But no, there will be no one there. 3 players situated outside of Jacuzzi, and Minted will do his damnedest.
This wall's getting opened.
Ooh,
Look at
wall
this
is
teamwork.
This wall is getting opened.
Yeah, there's really no way to stop him, especially when you have the Zofia stun as well coming through the drone hole. I've seen a lot of teams actually use deployable shields just to cancel out that stun effect.
Yes.
And it didn't happen here, so maybe that's one adaptation Regicide
Or
can
castle
make.
barricade.
Or castle barricade, very valid, but still it gets through the drone hole. You can't stop it with the castle barricade. But still, I digress. It's still a 5v5. Make that a 4v5 as he gets shut down. Sinks. He's down, but Tesla shuts down Divan. That's a massive play. IQ's in play. What is this? What is this? They've realized there's been a Valkyrie. but-
We were asked by production not to ASMR cast this. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
come on.
It would be fun. But I'm glad to see my girl here. GA go, and there we go.
Oh,
We'll
way to
pick up
really
the
go,
pick
bro.
onto Airy. Let's go. IQ making her presence known, but Castle Barricade is going to be her main nemesis here as she tries to punch us open. She's running Claymore as opposed to Breach Charge, so that's going to be a bit more difficult. I think it's about 12 hits to get that off. Mystic dancing around here, playing with Fire, sees the Thatcher, but the Thatcher does a lot of HP damage to Mystic, still actually alive. But, oh no, we switched over to the Thatcher. Thatcher's on about 60 HP.
Well done.
Free Fire's coming through the soft wall there, and they're just going to be dancing around each other. One player is going to have to win it out of both. He cares that Free Fire through again onto the construction door, but the Ying causing absolute havoc.
Yeah, now this is just left up to Minted, and Elec is going to be ready for this kill. No, he's not. The player inside, he gets shut down, and suddenly it's a complete flip. Screw what I said, 7-0. Runshark Blue, they looked amazing that round. Looks like, well, they are a 2-trick pony.
They are a 2-trick pony. I wonder at what rate horses can learn things.
I've been to a horse stall once, and I was scared of those things, bro.
They're bigger than they seem.
They're bigger than they seem. They're aggressive.
Chat, I am literally 1.62 meters tall. Horses are large.
Sorry.
Literally just muted
Oh,
everyone
no.
laughing in the Discord. Okay, sick. Thanks, guys. Anyway, I'm just gonna hop back on this bandwagon. We're going to round 4 here, going back to CCTV and Cash Room. This time we will have an Aruni in play. I'm keen to see whether Surya Gates get placed. Thermite 6 picked off of for an ace, and while I waffle, waiting for Kanye to slowly recover his breath.
I'm back.
That is fantastic. Nice to have you back with us.
I'm still laughing internally, just not externally.
Man,
Oh
that
man,
mic
you
really
can't
loses the
you
mind.
can't do yourself like that. You can't expose yourself like that to chat.
Who else is gonna expose me, bro? I'll expose myself. Come on.
Why do you, oh, bro? You literally on a face cam. You look massive. It's only waist up. We're not gonna know how tall you are.
That's all planned, my guy.
You just
That's why we can't sitting down, even if I stand up.
oh no. I can't wait
like
for
a
the first
mission
time
planning.
we're working from a desk together.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you out for a milkshake.
Oh no! Oh come on.
Anyway,
I'm not even gonna try and explain it.
just broken on broadcast. Okay, shame. For the sake of our viewers, let's bring this back to the game. Preston's gonna be making sure he doesn't get spawned too much more. Sinks the same, except this time with the pistol. He's gonna be actually trying to open up the window. Maybe no, I don't believe the caliber of that bullet is enough to do so. But unless you put like
No,
50
he's just
bullets
pulling a
into the
D1.
window.
He's just pulling a D1 when he challenges the FO12 with the pistol on
no.
Ash.
Oh no, I do remember that. That was shook.
No, it was
Okay.
not shook.adg.
Okay.
Wait,
thanks for that.
place it on the outside or the inside? Inside, okay. I was about to say. Okay, the Aruni gates are on the inside.
Okay, they still have the thatch info, they still have their soft breaches below, and with some successful bandit tricking, these walls should stay closed, and there we go. Wall does remain closed on the one side, but not the other side. That's going to be enough to push the bandit off the wall. Mystic will get the first pick though onto Talon. That is your grenades gone, that is your sledgehammer gone. So nice pick up there. He does get refragged though from Stinks. He's just looking through this CC window. Ash making the most work with that R4C. Pre-fire comes through all the way into Cash. Will not collect onto anybody, will open up a sightline to be used at a later date. Pre-fire comes through. Construction nearly tags Sinks, but his low profile will ensure that he does stay alive for the time being. Half the round gone now, and 4-4 on the board. Let's have a look at where the rest of this push is coming from, as I can't see a synthesized strategy coming together just yet.
Yeah, it's still left in a 4v3. Wee Man to find Airy. He shuts him down, and suddenly Runshock Blue again. They're looking completely revitalized. It's a different team than it was in the first 2 rounds. Though, Divan, he's holding this ankle. He might be able to find this player if he swings on through. He's waiting patiently. But looks like the ace is just as patient. He has the diffuser, so if he were to fall, it would be quite detrimental to his team. He's going to actually hop on the drone. Maybe knows of this player's position. Now the shadow is going to give away his position. The diffuser is dropped. It's a massive one for Divan. Now kind of equalizes it out. Sure, the player is not killed just yet, but even then, with 40 seconds on the board, a DBNO state is not what you want. Losing Tesla is also not what you want. Now it's basically just Wee Man and Sinks left to touch this one out for their team. 30 seconds on the clock. They've got the verticals. They're opening it up with the Sophia utility, but they still need to capitalize onto it. They need to translate this into a side take, because 20 seconds, the diffuser's dropped. They need to go for this kill. But these kills, 3 players to the left. He tries to find the first, but just shut down. Elik is just the better man in that engagement. He finds the kill, and now it's just Wee Man. Left, the M762 and
Preston's just
Lounge.
chilling hard. He's like, you know,
Would you
what
say
can I
he's
do?
vibing?
No, I intentionally did not say that. Gonna put that out there. Defenders win. And Regicide.
Podcaster. Just says defenders won.
Defenders. Bro, the orange team wins. Come on.
Oh no.
Classic Xbox. Orange versus blue. Is there a more iconic matchup? You tell me.
I don't know. Was that a rhetorical question, or was that actually?
I don't know.
aimed towards
It was
me?
open. It was open to interpretation. Flores on the board. That's what you love to see, even though he's banned.
I'm pretty sure he's AFK and he's not gonna 6-pick it
Oh no.
because he. oh no. I actually think he was AFK and he's not checking. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, now Regicide know who's being 6-picked. So the rest of the ops will be standard, but I mean, there's no surprise there. Vigil being picked up instead of a mute, which is quite interesting, given that the communication and the drone work of Regicide. Oh no, what? I'm being dumb.
Well done.
Run
They're on
Shark
the
Whites
defense.
are attacking. Yes.
Yes, the blue team is attacking.
Okay, the blue team is attacking. Thanks. But regardless, I've seen some drone work being done, but I feel like a mute is always justified more so than just
most
picking up
definitely.
a vigil. So like rather protect your team and their positions along with how your utility is stacked up instead of running one player that can just negate all the drones for a certain period of time. He is now reinforcing onto the Jacuzzi Ball, trying to play for this extension upstairs. He's going to try and remain here for as long as possible. His main job is to waste time. Now, moving forward, we do have Stinks moving back up towards Strip Club, and I have not seen anybody enter through Strip Club, which is quite interesting. That is quite common. The Thermite will move to open up Dirt Tunnel, which is pretty standard stuff. They do have the 2 hard breeds on the board. Remember, Cade is not been picked up, so Hibana will also have easy access to those hatches. And with the Hibana rework, impact tracking is just about null and void, unfortunately, especially since Vigil's used his impacts. They still have 4.
impacts, yeah.
They still have 4. But I mean, how many X-Cars do you have? You've got 6, 12, 18. 18 with 4 impacts. It's 4 per hatch. That's 12.
Quick maths.
Quick
Brain
maths.
function? Question mark.
They can
gonna be able
open
to do
that.
it?
They can
Like,
open that. I mean,
is
you
that
can't
the
you can't
professional
impact.
builder?
You
Is
can't
that-
open. Yes.
Is that the
Lucky
summary
Mountain.
of?
Du-du-du-du, You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Thank you, Devon, for
Shuts him
spawn peeking,
down,
and that
he
is
locks
it.
down the kill.
Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back.
So you might not be able to lock down your map answer, but he's going to be able to lock down that kill. Sure, it's going to get refragged, but still big opener to find. Divan to fall. This fragger that you said you were going to be looking out for, but yeah, it just looked like in those first 2 rounds he was able to roam around, do what needed to be done, but now he's kind of been shut down. But look at this, they didn't reinforce stock.
Oh my god.
What is this?
Oh,
And what is that?
very nice shot from Tesla to pick up Mystic as he pushes up the blue stairs. And as you said, the hatch is still soft, so you don't even need a Hibana pillar to get to that. You can just call your friendly neighborhood Zofia around. She can put down a breach charge, and she can get you some easy access. Now, they haven't opened it up just yet. I do believe she is using it. Yeah, now she's going to be opening up the kitchen floor, allowing some angles down in towards Arsenal. No anchors in your default spots that you would look for, but some cheeky one-tap fire coming out from Airy through Moto all the way onto the main stairs, and this momentary break in those one-tap will allow Tala to push down just a bit. C4 deployed, will not connect onto anybody, as the Zofia has safely rotated upstairs. Thermite very cheekily crouch walking through will get picked up by the Bob, and hopefully somebody's listening for that as he pushes his advantage even further. Now, a pixel peak being held by Ilik down the main corridor, and they do not know that the Thermite is there. They do know. They do know. He knows.
He's gonna
Ooh.
swing and he's gonna win. That man had some intel, and he's gonna have even more intel because he shuts down Tesla, denying the side of Run Shock Blue. They're gonna have to come on through. Drops the hatch, triple kill for Elik. He's trying to find more. Preston on the hatch. If he drops, he might be able to find 1 or 2, but no, Elik is going to try and shut him down. He's going to win this engagement. No one, because they're just going to stay alive and they're going to run it out on time. Elik finds technically a 4K, I guess.
Technically a 4K indeed, and as you like to say yourself, the clock is the 6th defender that these attackers do need to beat, and unable to do it this time. And Regicide looking still very, very strong. We will go to gym bedroom once more, and again, no variation. We do actually see the castle being picked up this time, and I did mention the castle last time. You were saying that the shield could potentially save that bandit from a concussion, but not if it comes through the drone hole. Zofia is again in play, so I'm assuming this Jacuzzi Ball is going to be opened up. But I would like to see a change of strategy. We don't see it quite often. I feel like when teams play each other, if a strategy works once, they tend to go for it again. Not many teams opt to go for a different sort of push, just to switch it up, just to throw the defensive team off guard. Based on the lineup, it looks like it's going to see the same thing again.
One thing I want to quickly touch on. Before this game, I mentioned how, yeah, it's Regicide, they can get kills. They are kind of goated in that aspect, but I want to see the utility play. And Luda, let's just quickly throw ourselves back to that last round. Stock Hatch wasn't reinforced. church wall wasn't reinforced.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure one of the dirt panels wasn't reinforced. What?
Folks were watching memes. They were scrolling through TikTok, and they were like, "Oh, I've got Flores. Oh, I should probably 6-pick that. Oh, we haven't reinforced this. Oh, we don't have time now."
I don't know what's going on, man. But that being said, it's 4-1. So I guess the utility play just doesn't really matter. But when they're heading on to what I said previously, the S tier teams, this just isn't gonna cut it. Like, sure, their team play, their gun skill, it's working out, but really they need to step it up in terms of this utility play because again, they haven't adapted. The Sophia Thatcher combo is gonna get the wall open again.
I would hope so. I mean, it is possible to keep it closed. If they had maybe a double hard breach denial, if there was maybe a Cade juggling his Cade was look at Mystic. just look at the silhouette and
Dancing.
oh no. There it is. First ace goes. The concussion didn't get him.
He gets. Oh, that was close.
Ooh, nearly lost his life there, but manages to get the second time off eventually. The first concussion didn't actually hit the bandit, which allowed him to keep that wall closed. Tala does though get Mystic eventually, as there was not much place for him to go. He pushed around and got slain because of a rotation into bathroom that was vaulted, and unlikely that is where the bandit got picked off as the Zofia just swung. Impacts are primed, going to be pushed down the main stairs, and there we go. Thermite will now move to open up the left-hand panel of Jacuzzi that allows access all the way through down the 90 to the main stairs, even to Logi. But Logi is actually castle barricaded, as is Jim. So only one place really for these attackers to go should they choose to filter in, and that is through the main bedroom single door.
They only
Fire
have
comes through
one
from
Ash
Sphinx.
charge left
Yeah.
as soft breach. That's literally all they have to work with. If they lose the Ash, because I mean he's already playing a bit aggressive, I don't really like that. Because Ash, sure, she's a fragger, but she also brings utility in some circumstances, this being one of them. If they lose that Ash right now, they're not going to be able to get those castle barricades open. They're not going to be able to push from the side of logistics. Oh, he almost finds that kill, almost threats the needle, but no, he still stays alive. Staying on this window, he tries to find more. Dancing on through the crosshairs. This is so tight each and every single time, but the Runigate gets activated once again, so they're not going to be able to jump on through from the window. No, make that from inside, because Minted and Airy find two for themselves. Reman connects though. There's a plan. Wait, what? How'd he get on there? Don't know what's happening. He's gonna try and swing with the PRB. He finds the planter. A double kill for himself. Now it's left in the 2v2. 30 seconds left, so they still have ample enough time to get this bomb down. But look at this. He's locked outside. He can't jump through the window. The quick peek coming through. It's just Tesla left. Man, oh man, that's such a fail for the side.
He has no EMPs. He has enough HP to jump through the Rooney like twice. But again, as soon as he's in, he's going to be wiped off the face of this lobby. There's the prone angle. Pre-fire comes through from Thatcher. Does not hit. Got about 20 HP left on him. And I'm sorry, but that's GG for this round. Ringside will take this one. Ooh, Tesla. Pistol out. Runs around. Will not find the Rooney. That mechanical leg not away. If anything, giving her the gains to move around this map so quickly. But as I said, 5-1 to Regicide as we go into our split. I don't see them dropping another round at this rate.
Yeah, I mean, they adapted, really. Well done. I gotta give it to them. I've been berating them this entire time about not using utility. That round, I gotta give it to them. Castle Barricade usage was effective. The Melusi Wabub did its deed. The Aruni Gates, well, it locked them out. Really well done. I gotta give it to them. That was A1.
Yeah, so one thing that I find teams tend not to do is once that Aruni Gate goes out, they basically give up on the points of entry. Whereas this time, Regicide actually shot the Surya Gate and reactivated it. People often forget that you can reactivate that gate.
It
just by
takes like
shooting
50
little
seconds,
bombs.
but yes.
Yeah. But the thing is, they were held out long enough for that to be a viable option, which is nice to see. Very good work done there by the defense. Now, time for them to take it onto the offense, and not much variation in terms of operator lineup once more. Of course, we see everybody able to open some sort of part of this building. Even Thatch is bringing the breach charges. If we have a quick look at the defense, we have that pulse playing below. That's probably going to be the most important person to clear, I would think. First and foremost with that first minute and a half, I would say. Aside from that, Regicide probably know what to expect from this one.
Am I seeing this correctly? Pulse shotgun.
I mean, I guess it's viable.
No,
if you
it's
not, if you don't die.
If you're not Causa on coastline, then it's not viable. Only OGs know that reference.
Wee Man just needs to stay alive. That's the thing. If he is not getting droned out and he can stay alive and he can provide way.
No way he goes for the spawn peak.
No,
Okay, no,
surely.
He's gonna play passive. I mean, I guess it just feels a bit selfish, really, to play that roam with the shotgun, like, especially considering you are the pulse, the cardiac sensor.
You're not getting a lot.
Yeah. CC is open. Preston
Wow.
takes damage.
Bandit is lucky to make that out alive, but you know who's not alive? It's Teslo on the Valkyrie. He was shut down by Divan, who's just stormed the bottom of rafters. He's going to be making his way up rafters now. It seems like First Smoke Babe goes out with only 1 minute gone now. C4 goes out. Pre-fires come through. Preston does get one, and that is a double on the round for Mystic as well. Pre-fire comes through and actually downs the player in the side. Pulse running up with a shotgun.
Ooh.
With a pistol, gets 2 for
C4, he
himself.
can deny this.
can
He can
deny
deny this. This is winnable. He finds the first.
Why didn't you get it?
He was too late. He's gonna spot the planter now. Surely, no. He just barely.
Shotgun fire.
Shotgun. This is where it works, but that is where Divan works. He sprays through the wall and he finds the kill off absolutely zero intel. Regicide has one of the best attacking compositions in SA. I'm not even going to change my mind on that. They have been looking absolutely unstoppable because Runshark Blue, they did every single thing they could. It really went well for them. The retake came onto the site, but there was nothing they can do. The kills. Regicide are just unstoppable. Like, when Divan has the R4C, he is just going to shut you down.
My goodness. That pulse nearly had it.
There was
That pulse nearly had it.
there was an attempt.
He
And
almost
the attempt
made us
worked.
eat our words, but luckily, not the case. I was hoping he was going to get a cheeky little spawn peek there, but not the case. But I told you, as soon as I saw that planter go out, I was like, I mean, he has the shotgun. He can just shoot through the floor, and he's going to get this kill. But like you said, Divan, right time, right place. No 6 picks coming out to anybody. They are comfortable to sit as they are. Airy picking up the Yana. So no, I don't think there was a sledge in play, was there?
Looter, help.
What?
Chat is bullying me again. They're calling
Chat
me
is
biased.
bullying you. Oh no, Kanye, diffuse bias, name is more iconic duo. I'll wait.
Oh man, well, they're picking up the Iana. It's been more and more viable in this meta.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, she brings the nades, she brings the ARX or the AK-74, and she just claps hands. Wait, does she have the AK-74? No, she has the G36E. I'm stupid.
G36D and ARX. Is the
Yes.
other one?
Yes.
Yes, so as you said, she brings those nades. There is a Jaeger on the board, as there has been every round. I like that Valkyrie Clam replacement. Quite difficult to spot. Quite upset that we've only seen IQ once. You know what IQ can spot out? She can spot out ADSs from the Jaeger. She can find that pulse below on his cardiac sensor. She can see those black eyes that Valkyrie's deploying and the bandit batteries.
See, but unlike Iana, she doesn't have nades.
She had nades.
Not anymore.
And then there
Oh,
was
look, there's the Gon 6.
sacrilege.
This is the first time I am going to see the Gon 6 in use. That's not even capping. I haven't seen any teams use the Gon 6. This is the very first time that I've seen that thing used, and I'm not going to be able to shut them down. The bandit tricking hasn't worked once across 7 rounds. But you don't need utility when you get kills like those.
What is going on? Bandit just decides to brazenly challenge out through the breach, gets the kill. He's getting... That man is just like, you know what, I got 1 kill, I can probably get another one. Stinks will get a double kill on the round for himself. Tesla will get 1 more. It's a 5v1. All we have is Minted and a Dream. The man is going even 3 and 3. Let's see if he can go positive by the end of this round. I'm not confident. He's be running around. Oh, I thought there was a chance there that he was going to get that kill.
Was he
but
gonna
not to
pull
be
it
the
even?
case. 30 HP. There's
Oh,
a
no,
player
he's gonna
literally
win this.
prone in front. Oh my god.
He had no intel. I don't think he had intel on that one. That was a pre-fire. I don't think he saw the feed. Oh, no, no, no.
No, that is disrespectful. I can't believe that.
What is that, man?
What OBS are you using?
Oh, come on.
I'm
That's
joking.
low.
That's low. I'm joking. No. All jokes aside, though, that was very well played by Runshark Blue, making the most of that breach opening up, getting that pick early on. The Bandit then growing another pair and deciding to swing through CCTV, trying to make the most of his life that he has just played out. He figured, listen, I've already made the most of it. I may as well push my advantage even more. We will see them go to Church Arsenal now, and the same lineup coming out from the attacking team. A little bit different from the defenders. We now see a Legion in play as well as that Malusi. Pulse again being played. I don't think Pulse is as viable, especially if they are going downstairs, but perhaps this is just a bit of a bait. No sixth pick to come out, and Pulse maybe going to be aimed at using underneath the kitchen, I would imagine.
Yeah, most probably. I mean, it's literally one of the oldest strats in the Siege books, is Pulse down below in Church, and you just see for it from down below. It's easy as that. The entire kitchen floor is destructible, and you can find kills easy peasy. One of the things I really like to do, sadly they only have one C4 that being on the Pulse, is I usually tell my teammates, literally even in just like EU solo queue when they don't even talk English, I try and convince them to just put a C4 there, and as soon as I say just blow it up, and it works each and every single time. So, unfortunate, they're not going to be able to pull that one off. Divan, what was that drone spot? How did you not see that? I actually want to observe if you can pan to Divan. Okay, I don't think that was in, like, what do you call those? Like, in unspottable drone spots, but it's quite a good one.
You nearly had the words for it. You were so
Come
close.
on. Come on.
I like this angle that's been opened up just over the generator onto the blue stairs. Jaeger still getting some ADSs down, although it is a bit late in the round. Do we have players who can deny the Hibana pellets? We only have 3 impacts, so that will make sure that at least one of these hatches will open up. You also have the ace on the board who will have to commit 2 Salmos to open up 1 hatch. Let's hope they're going to save him for something such as the church wall or even the dirt wall. We'll just have to wait and see. I did see the Zofia solo entering down blue stairs, it looked like. Preston is about to be droned out now. It does get one. It will be a Yana drone and a normal drone. He's going to rotate all the way through to the bottom, but he's being actively chased here by the Yana and Mystic as well. 3 fires are coming through. Here comes the boys.
The entire
The
squad rolling
reinforcements are
up.
coming through. And Jaeger's just going to hightail it downstairs.
Yeah, the entire squad pulls up to the gunfight. What? Bro, the wallbangs this game have been on point. It's been really good to see, but now this is what you like to see. There aren't even impact holes made, so this Hibana pellet is going to go off. No, actually, I think there was an impact trick. I think that's what I heard. But that being said, it's still going to get opened up because Hibana, she can choose how many pellets to shoot now. She doesn't have to use all of them. But look at this vertical play. Tesla's trying to find these gunfights. Preston, though, takes a bit of damage from somewhere. From the vertical, actually. That's a very long angle being held. Now they know about his position. He is going to try and use the Ash Charge, if I'm not mistaken, to try and clear him out. But Mystic is taking
Try to
off the
clear out
board now.
the Wabwa, but what is that placement?
I
What
don't
is
know.
that Banshee placement? Tesla does manage to get Divan, and that is a great start for the defense here. Obviously, the general top frag of the board and the entry frag diffuser is down just outside of the hatch, which is incredibly unfortunate. There's the ping of the down player, and he will mark. Oh my. Matrix. Full
He is-
on Matrix.
He is drawing an outline for this man. Tala finds Minted though. And now it's a 3v5. Sure, they've lost the diffuser and it's going to be almost impossible to pick that one up because look at that. It's perfectly placed for the defenders to hold that one. They're just going to try and rush on down main stairs. He takes care of the wub up and he tries to face check into Moto. But from the prone side, he gets the kill though. Smoke canisters, they're going to deny entry now. They need to barrel on through this long corridor. Tries to find one, but since he's ready for this, he shuts him down. The pre-fire coming out from G36, that's not going to be capable. 3v2 finds 2 though. That might be exactly what they need. They have the diffuser all of a sudden. They've been able to retrieve that. He drops on down, but no, he gets shut down. No longer able to plant that diffuser. Wee Man coming in clutch and he saves it for his team.
Not gonna lie, the pulse skin that Weeman was using does actually look like Weeman from Jackass.
No,
Just grown up, if that were a thing.
no. I
No?
refuse.
You're no culture.
I mean, the real question is even if he's allowed to use that thing.
Okay. Let's just gloss over that completely and we move on to the next round. Do you see a comeback on the cards for Runshark
No.
Blue? No?
No. I'm sorry.
You just gonna shut them down like that?
Yep.
That's rough, buddy.
I don't know what it is. It's just a feeling. Regicide, they've been kind of iffy in these last 2 rounds, but really, when you look at the grand scheme of things, still a 3-round deficit. And when you pan over to the observer, can quickly click Alt. They're still just doing so well in terms of kills. Sure, they've been kind of slacking these last couple of rounds, but all of the players from Regicide are showing up. Mystic, Tivan, Airy, Minted, and Illic. None of them really slacking. Whereas Run Shark Blue, I don't want to say carried, but really it's only 1 or 2 players that are showing up in my experience. Like, sure, the kill feed, it's kind of equal, but it's been those important kills only coming out from 1 or 2 players. Like
Also
me.
making sure he does not tag the Jaeger who's placing his ADSs just above the drone hole on the jacuzzi wall. So nice to see that there's some careful consideration, not just wild opening up of rotate. Is it the yep, Pulse shotgun? Back at it again with the white vans. Pulse now making his way downstairs. And he's probably going to make his way all over to Strip again, waiting for somebody to push in quite brazenly without droning. But I mean, this is Regicide we're talking about. There's not going to be droning. And oh my goodness, potential run out?
Potential. I mean, he has the white vans. He can run very quickly out this doorway if he does opt to go for it. Unfortunately not. And I just quickly want to talk about this. I'm sorry. Talking about white vans and Siege Ops. Did you see my tweet about the shoes Siege Ops have?
Why are you throwing us back that far back?
Bro, Siege Ops have drip.
Actually, I will.
But, I mean,
will agree
Legion
with you.
literally has Nikes.
Bro,
If-
the Under Armour shoes on the Hibana Elite.
Those
Fine.
were nice. Literally,
Those are
if you
nice.
if you don't believe me, go to either Legion or Ying right now. Open up their uniform. Tell me they don't have Nike Cortez on. Mystic though, is gonna shut down Preston. He's gonna make sure that I stop talking about shoes and wingman. He's gonna make sure that Divan does no longer exist in this lobby. See Ford from down below and Tesla to find Mystic as well. Now that the diffuser is dropped outside, it's in a 3v4. It's not looking too good for Regicide. If they can keep this going, they might be able to make this comeback. Who knows?
Yeah, Pulse still down below, giving all the intel in the world. Diffuser down on the jacuzzi balcony. Very unfortunate circumstances to find yourself in if you are Regicide. Lost alive, Airy and Ellic, Thatcher and Sledge combo. And what a pre-fire. L85A2 claims the life of Tesla and now completely winnable as Airy gets one more. It's the SAS boys looking to take it to Germany. And Diffuser now in hand here. Smoke is also still up, playing inside of bathroom, moves all the way back down into the bathroom. He is actually getting yellow pings now from what I don't know, likely from the pulse below. And there we go. Is the C4 in hand? It's not. His C4's actually gone. It was used a bit earlier.
Shotgun.
All he can
That's
do
true.
now is, all he can do now is provide this information. Smoke
it's
waves
not
are
the
going
shotgun.
up. That is, you are not able to shoot through that, I don't believe.
Yeah. This gives a Eunice on Consulate during Paris Major vibes. Tyler, though, to find Airy, such a deep cut, I don't think anyone understood that reference. Alec, though, he's in a 1v2. He needs to clutch this out for Regicide. They've fallen back off the bomb side now. He has the diffuser, so he could theoretically go for this plant.
They
But
hear
he's
him.
going to try and isolate this one player. Like you said, they hear him. Is the pre-fire going to be just as good as it was previously? He has showcased that he can find these kills, but look at this. The smoke is just falling back each and every single time, forcing him to walk on through these canisters. Now he's going to play close with the shotgun, and that's where it shines. The M590 to connect. Run Shark Blue, one closer to a potential comeback.
Come back, come back. This is what we like to see. This is the banger of a match we want to see. This was so very nearly a 7-1. But Runshock are really showing their grit and determination and bringing this all the way back, edging ever closer to that overtime slot. But we will be going once more to CCTV and Cash Room, and Bandit still in play. If there is a Thatcher in play, do you still bring Wall Denial?
Yes.
Just to delay?
Yes. I mean, that's literally what operators are dedicated towards. Like, you can make the argument that some operators' utility is kitted towards just getting kills, but when you think about it, the entire purpose of having gadgets is to deny time. Like, what else? That's the entire meta that we find ourselves in.
I get that, but in another instance, if you can, as a team, if you can admit to yourselves, listen, we are not going to keep this wall closed. So maybe tailor your operator loadouts and your operator lineup to playing from outside of the site and denying the plant instead of keeping the wall closed. You may have a better time. If they have, for instance, if they brought a Maestro instead of a Bandit, they could have an Evil Eye on site that can get those drones. It can act as a bulletproof camera as well. It can deny plants. You also have the smoke. You have the pulse. You have all the information in the world. You're not going to keep that wall closed with the Thatcher in play. So that's my thinking between, do you bring this hard breach now? Is it not wasted in this lineup?
Maybe. Like, yeah, very valid argument, but still, like, I just point towards it wastes time. Like, even, okay, put it this way. Even if you get the wall open, it's still going to expend 2 or 3 ace Selmas. At that point, you can't use it somewhere else. Sure, it's not going to deny the wall going open, but it's going to deny another wall being opened. Pulse, though, he's in a very precarious situation. Divan, though, even more so because he flashes himself. Not too good to see. Still, though, stagnation, I guess. They're trying to get these walls open. Divan has the long angle. He might be able to find Tesla if he does swing on through, and that is the iconic sound of the Selma going open, and Sinks is not able to deny it. Oh, but that is why you bring the Bandit. If anything else, he has the MP7 and he can find the kills.
Bandit on the board here, and Runchok Blue edging again ever closer to that overtime period. But they still have 2 minutes to fight through before Regicide cement their names in the upper brackets. And Minted looking to push up these this red stairs area. Divan has taken this map control, and I don't think he saw. Is Pulse still below?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, he's underneath.
He's in well.
That's a great angle. He has been drawn out there, and he's the bait. Oh, Minted went fishing.
Come on, man. Is he gonna fish in just an oil-ridden spot?
Yes. Oh, Tesla losing his life there to missing, and all of a sudden this is looking very good. And as I say that, it's going to swing the other way, and Runchok again have the upper hand. Now with a minute 16 left on the clock, smoke still available for this plant denial. Bandit still has that C4 in hand, and of course you have Preston on the Jaeger. Now the play is being, Hibana is being spotted on top of rafters, and a very nice shot from Tala. We'll see the ace drop the diffuser in the middle of the side. That's going to be incredibly difficult to fight against now. Very nice shot onto the Jaeger, who tried to push below, but the smoke puts out the smoke babes. Still one player top red, and I'm not entirely sure with the last defenders. I think it is inside a cache. And Hibana and a dream.
This is extremely winnable. He expends his C4, but no, the M590 once again. The rounds coming down to these close quarter engagements, and you can't contest the SAS shotgun. Like, there's no way you win that gunfight. There's literally no way. And now, it's overtime match. Well, not overtime yet. It's match point. But still, Runchok Blue, they've put up, what now? 5 rounds in a row?
Yeah.
Is this a comeback? I don't know.
I think there was like 3-1, 4-1. Because we went. It was around. No, it has been 5 in a row. I think it's been like maybe 4 in a row. But I mean, sure. What
I guess
a game.
I mean, that's just a prime example that we aren't focusing enough, because according to chat, we're just not talking about the game. All our mind is going towards horses and shoes.
Not talking about the game?
Not entertaining, chat.
No color commentary?
I mean,
Couldn't be us.
I mean, I actually want to pose this question to people in the live stream. Do you guys prefer just, even between rounds, just complete straightforward casting? Or do you actually prefer like a combination of insight and banter? I actually am interested in that one. Because like when I watch UL or NAL, I actually like the banter and the flow. But I don't know, I guess people are just different.
Banter's funny. People think that Dez hates Jess.
Oh, come on. See, you can't...
I forget I'm team to the biggest like Jess fan in the world. The biggest. Okay. No. We'll have to find out what the chat thinks about the banter aspect, I suppose. But I reckon we can keep it siege related for the time being. This is, of course, wow. This is Regicide's, I think, match point for like what, the past 4 rounds, and they have not managed to clinch this one out, which is quite troubling, as they've lost their momentum. We do speak about Siege being a very momentum-based game, and in a BO1, every round counts towards that mentality and towards that momentum to round things out. Now, Runchok Blue have everything going for them, managing to win out even the most dire of circumstances, the most dire of rounds. We will be defending the Church and Arsenal bomb site, and we will not be seeing a 5-man anchor, although there are 3 bodies on site that I can see at present. Ace now moving up towards the kitchen, has dropped the fuser. We'll go to collector once more. I imagine the kitchen hatch is going to be opened quite shortly, and let's have a look at where these Romans are currently situated for Runshark Blue.
Well, they are situated up top. The Jaeger, upper main stairs. He's coming down oh so slow. He's passive walking. He's X walking. Actually, I have binded to X. I don't know if anyone else has. I'm probably just a weird kid. But 416 carbon in hand. He's waiting passively. He hears the suppressed pistol. He has the red pings. There's a player on his left. There's a player to his straight forward. Will he be able to find one, though? They don't know of his position. Going into the overview, they're just completely saying no to him. He swings on through and he finds the first. Can he find the second? The ace is completely oblivious to his position. What is that? He finds 2, and that is almost certainly going to push Runshark Blue into overtime.
What were the comms like in that camp?
It was useless. I'm sorry, like, you can't let that slip.
Zofia just died, and Ace is still busy throwing Salmons onto Church wall, and Jaeger's like, oh, well, I'll take this freebie. Hibana now making quick work of this hatch in the kitchen, but it will be impact as far as I can hear. She goes for it again, but once more. Will there be an impact to ring it out? Doesn't seem to be the case now. Legion holding off onto this dirt tunnel push, and Jaeger now actively holding towards the main stairs. 5 versus 2 in favor of the defenders, and this very much looks like we will be heading to OT within the next minute and a bit. Quick peeks coming out there, and look at this angle being held by Preston.
Oh, no.
He's going for the 1-tap. Will he hit it? We'll have to wait and see. But Barbara is the one. There it is. Get
There it
down.
is. That's the
Diffuser on the
diffuser.
floor, and it's a 4v1.
Yeah, in this scenario, 45 seconds, sure, but you don't have the diffuser, you don't have your teammates, you have a nade that you can rely on, and he's going to try and find a kill with it, but no, he's just going to do damage to himself. He's going to try and rush on through the main stairs, but inevitably, he's going to be facing down 4 players, and a smoke canister. 2 more even, he can still deny this doorway for around 20 seconds more if he so chooses. The Smoke Babe's coming out once again, and this is absolutely unwinnable. There's going to be Runshark Blue heading into overtime, and do you think, considering the last 4, maybe 5 rounds, I can't remember, going to Runshark Blue, that they're going to win this game?
Yep.
Okay, instantly.
No, I don't think there's anything. Regicide aren't doing enough to stop this. I don't know what's going on. If it's their communication, if it's the lack of information, but wow, Runshark Blue have just been on top form in these past 5-6 rounds. It's absolutely incredible gameplay from them, and this is what you want to see. You said you wanted to go see them fight against these S-tier South African orgs, and in the state that they are currently in, I think that would be an incredibly tight game to watch. I'd love to see them make it further in this upper bracket, and they've just got to beat Regicide 2 more times. That's all they need, and they've just done it, what, 5 times in a row?
Do you think Regicide knows that they can call it tactical timeout?
I actually don't. I actually have no idea.
Because at this point in time, like, there's nothing holding you back. Why not? Stop the momentum. Come on, make a comeback. That's literally the starter point to any comeback, is just call it tactical timeout. Stop the momentum from the defensive side and Runshark Blue. I'm going to Church and Arsenal. It has worked out for them time after time. Let's see if this is another one of those times.
IQ being picked up in with the Thatcher, that's going to be incredibly powerful in terms of what utility is being able to be spotted out, and everything can be spotted aside from those. Can a Smoke Babe be spotted out by an IQ?
Yes.
But
Yeah, even when it's in his hand.
battery?
Yep, literally even when it's in his hand, it can be spotted. I've seen kills because of that.
That's confusing. Okay.
I mean, it's the same with Vigil, kind of.
No, she doesn't have a mute jammer strapped to her back. You know.
I guess. Like there's definitely some sort of electricity to remotely detonate it.
I guess so. This makes the most sense to me as well, is that they go to the basement to defend. The basement does tend to be the most defender-sided bomb site on Clubhouse. And if we have a quick look at their lineup, they've got the smoke to deny the plant. They've also got a Melusi as well as the Legion to delay these attackers for as long as possible, even just to also give that information prompt on when anybody is moving down those staircases into those kill box hallways. Divan has already taken control of the stockroom. He's going to move on to Drone now, and Drone down likely towards blue. Quick reinforcements to be done now, just in case. Cover up any sidelines that are currently not wanted in this setup. And okay, he does actually spot out the Jaeger, and the Jaeger does actually see the drone. And Jaeger, Preston, waiting for his engagement. And you can see a Nightfall being opened up now. Here comes Minted, here comes Alec. They are on the hunt. The Roamer is now entering into his own little mini game of cat and mouse. He's going to move all the way down towards the main stairs, I believe, as he is actively just running away from these attacks. He has no intent of taking this engagement. He's going to post up inside the lodgy, and
He's
this
stuck
is
in
his
there.
do or die. Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
there.
stuck in there. There's only one doorway in here, but that might actually help him out because with the 416C carbine, he's going to hold it out and he's going to get the headshot into Alec. Massive kill to find. He's going to try and find the second. Divan, though, does so much damage onto him. He's going to inevitably... No, he's going to stick it. Divan. You can't do shots like that. You're going to get called out, man.
Actually savage.
Bro, he's gotten like 3 wallbangs this game.
That's crazy.
What is this
He's
bit?
cracked at Fortnite.
Oh, come on. Bro, I
Okay.
can't believe... Okay, I'm not even going to reference
No,
that.
let's
I'll bring that up afterwards. Preston is injured. And there's no way to heal him up. The thing is, Regicide, they don't know about that. They're playing this as if they're in a 5v4. Mystic, he's coming on in through Dirt Tunnel. We're going to have the crossfire set up from Oil and Dirt Tunnel.
I'm a big fan of
playing
Pulse
this
having
close.
Pulse on his gun.
He finds the first. That's the massive one. That's the opener. The defenders start to fall. Smoke, though, he wins these engagements
Surely
with the
refrag?
SMG-11. He finds one. Surely a refrag comes out. My frame rate is dropping. I don't know what's going on. Tyler to
What?
lock it out. Run shot. Blue wins these. My voice is dead.
I don't believe I can't. Oh, I know what it was.
What was it?
I forgot
The M590?
that. No, I forgot that B2 was doubled up on. So that smoke had cover when he swung to
Oh,
Durst.
come on.
No, well, listen, my
Well,
frame is
is
dropped
that-
as well. I couldn't see it, okay? I was just looking. I was like, okay, smoke surely gets refragged off of the 2 players pushing from blue. But no, the B2 box covers him. He manages to swing with the M590, picks up the kills, picks up the round, puts Runshark blue on map and match point.
The thing I got to point out now quick is, even no matter who wins this game, Tala is my MVP. You know why? 4 rounds now. He has single-handedly won with the M590. That's not even cap.
facts.
That's not even
yeah,
cap.
That's facts.
Well,
That's incredible.
this time, CCTV and Cash Room, they have been okay on this bomb site. Judge and Arsenal, I would say, is their better bomb site based off of what we've seen. Maybe I don't know what's going on inside of Regicide, but at this point in time, it's either 5 or 6. I can't remember. Rounds in a row now for Runshark Blue.
You know what I said about momentum and how it is just completely carried through round after round, in especially how impactful it can be in a BO1. I feel like that's exactly what we're seeing here. I feel like Regicide lost their 1 round and they've been struggling to pick their chins up since. And in the other camp, Runshark Blue picked up their 1 round, picked up a next, and they were like, we can do this. We can king killers? No, we are the king killers. We're gonna take it straight back at them, throw it back in their face, and take it all the way on to the upper bracket. I'm not sure that CCTV was the best pickup or best choice here for the very last bomb site. But we do have the Valkyrie hoping potentially to get a jump out again, maybe to even the odds or push the defensive team into the advantage nice and early on. But I mean, sure, this is going to come down to the wire.
Most definitely. I mean, still, they're going to try and get this wall open. It's CCTV and Cash defense. They can win this out right here. It's a complete flip. It's overtime match point now in favor of Runshark Blue. And once again, we've been debating the usefulness of this bandit, but he's still going to stick that. The operator is still on the board, but quite notably, there's not an ace. And I don't know if that's the play, because we've seen the ace charges just because of how quickly they can be deployed. That's why they haven't been getting bandit tricked. So, I don't know, maybe they're not actually going to be able to get this thermite charge off. If Minted can be effective on this bandit, it's true, that area is effective on the Valkyrie. The wall gets open, sure, but that's a big opener. And Sledge off the board now, that's your soft breach, your nades, and your L85A2, as well as a player that's, quite frankly, just 12 and 8. He's the top fragger for them.
Now that's the player that's been popping off the most for you, that's been securing these rounds and not going to be there to clinch it out in the end. Minted holding this passive angle on the red stairs, trying to hide most of his body or as much as possible. We have another angle being held by Airy on top of the box inside of Cash. Elik also watching Breach as they are very aware that this is where this thermite is likely to come from. We still have Divan on rafters, and he's going to be holding his position likely for as long as possible, hoping that nobody comes up bottom garage. And with only Weirman on the thermite here, this is going to be a bit rough. He doesn't even have flashbangs to throw through just to mask his entry into sight. And ooh, Preston does get down. Zofia dead, and that is another off the board. We are going all the way every single round. 15 of the best. Tesla will get one more onto Divan though. 4v2, time ticking down ever so slowly. It will be the there may be 4 players up, but there's a 5th player in terms of the clock, and there is the swing from Red Stairs. Minted gets B-Man, and all up to Tesla with that L85A2. Not much can be done from this position. Diffuser is down, time is down. There are players on the board. C4 is ripped and off. This is not ideal circumstances.
It's ideal for Minted, the MP7. Sure, the Bandit, he didn't get the wall denial, but he gets the kills with that MP7. It's beautiful, man. This game is gonna go all the way. I couldn't have imagined anything better.
This has been an absolutely phenomenal match. I mean, we didn't think it was going to end up like this, but
I called
gonna
it
end up like this now.
7-0. I called it 7-0
you were,
at the start of
you were
this.
like, nah. Regicide. 7-0. Wiped.
I guess I just have absolutely zero knowledge about this game, and I do not make informed guesses like you guys should over at World League Esports on Twitter. Make an informed guess on who you think is winning this tourney. You might win yourself a World League Esports jersey as well as a mousepad. Do that though after this, because right now on your screen it's overtime match point 7-7. Whoever takes this round wins this game. Runshock Blue are on their defense, and they're going to gym and bedroom. Am I seeing this correctly? They're not going to CCTV and Cash. What is this? Is this the play though?
This, I mean, was this not Tala with the M590 again?
Oh no.
It's a given. It's a given that this wall Jacuzzi is going to be opened up. Okay, Jacuzzi's been opened up every single time. The ace is on the board. There is no other hard breacher though, so it will have to be the Zofia stunts along with the EMPs and the Selmas to do that. But there's been no doubt that that's going to be open. I think this boils down to whether Airy and whether Divan get entry picks. I think if they get the entries, Regicide will take it. If they don't get their entry, I think this goes to Regicide or Runshock's way, to be perfectly honest.
Fair enough. I mean, that's really been the storyline thus far. It's when Divan and Mystic are showing up, the entire team is showing up. Sure, Airy has also got some kills, but really, they've been the ones to find these important kills just in that same way. Tala, though, he's been the one, joined by Tesla and Weeman, kind of, to find these important kills. So really, 1 or 2 or 3 star players on these sides that you need to look out for in these games. And now, the clear is going to come out from Strip. There's one roamer still on the side. That's Weeman. We've been seeing him on this cardiac sensor time after time. Been doing damage with that M590 shotgun. Sorry, not M590. I don't know what that thing is called. I digress. Divan, he finds the opener. What a shot. And that is what it might just determine this entire game. It's been Divan this entire time. The pulse just caught off guard. I don't know what to call that. Bit of sloppiness. That's not what you like to see in overtime match point of all things. The Bandit playing passively on these stairs. The drone worker is going to come out. So looks like they are doing their due diligence. They're not just going to rush on in. They're taking their time. Screw that. G8A1 Go Burr. He's going to contest this.
Trying to knife some barbed wire that was previously shot by a breaching round is the IQ. So just making sure, doubling down on the fact that that is dealt with. And there we go. It will be the Bandit nearly to lose his life. And the pre-fight comes through. And who's going to win it? It will be Mystic 3v5. Ooh, Regicide on the verge, getting one more. And there it is, 5 versus 2. Tala taking some damage. SMG11 in hand, and Divan takes it. He's going to get aggressive. He's going to move in. He's going to take the 4th pick rather. Last alive is my man Preston on the Jaeger. And where is he? He still needs to make his way back up to side. He's walking up main stairs. Absolutely diabolical. Can't believe he's been so far offside. And just like that, Minted secures the flawless run. It's GG well played in chat. Just like that, Regicide will be moving through to the upper brackets.
Really, really well done and deserved. Sure, they faltered in that middle part of the game, but they're able to bring it back to their classical play style, the clean and clinical attacks that they are so well known for. Divan on that opener, name a more iconic duo. He brings it out for his team and he clutches this game out for them. The last 2 rounds, they're looking shaky, but nonetheless, it's Regicide. They take the win.
Look how many players we have on double digits. 6 players out of 10 in the lobby,
Sure.
dropping 10 plus kills. Absolutely incredible. This absolute scenes we saw from these players, they were fighting tooth and nail.
Really
testing the
sorry
metal
about
and,
skins. We didn't
pushing it
realize.
all the way through.
But
But
well done.
very well
GG.
played to them.
GG.
And I can't wait for you guys to get on board with our next game. We will have ATK versus Vibin Esports. Kanya, what do you think
That's a
of that
big
game?
one. Oh, that's going to be amazing. I had plans for tonight. Screw that. I'm going to watch the 80k Vibin game while I'm bragging.
Why are you, Brian?
While I'm bragging. But first, I really need to go. Oh, okay. No, screw that. I'm not even going to bring that up as a talking point. That's going to be too much information to share. I'm just going to put it out there. It's a good game. What can I say? Like, I've been entertained all along. I hope, chat, you've been entertained by not only our banter, but our game analysis. Looks like in the end, you guys actually do like the banter. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah, I think all that can be said further than that is GG well played to Regicide. Runshark Blue really put up the fight that we wanted to see from them, and I have to give credit where credit is due. We will not be on desk for the following matchup. It will be Olympus and Sunset. And I think we will be heading over to intermission just before the next game is up to start. But thank you for tuning in from both myself and Kanye. We will see you guys on the next Playday.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
to make you smile. And you need me.
Welcome everybody to our third game of the night, if I'm not mistaken. How many games have we had so far?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 games, Sunset. How are you doing?
Not too bad in yourself, Olympus. How is everything?
I am so excited. Coming off of the steam that last game showed us, 15 rounds in the end, Regicide taking it over Runshark Blue. It was a banger. It was an unexpected game,
Insane game.
to be sure. A lot of people were calling that it's going to be a clean 7-0. Regicide are going to completely walk over Runshark Blue, but, Runshark Blue had an ace up their sleeve. They showed us that they can string, was it 7 rounds in a row?
Yeah, no, that was actually insane. Both teams played well. There was a bit of a stumble from Regicide, but they did manage to pick it up in the end and drag themselves over the line, but that was by like the skin of their teeth. It was an insanely close game, and it would have been even madder if Runshark took that game. That would have been crazy.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome you all to the third play day. We are going to be playing 2 games tonight, the last 2 to finish out the group stages. Right now, we have the match I think everyone has been waiting for. This is gonna be a banger for sure. 2 of the best teams right now in the South African scene. They go clash head to head here. ATK going against Vibin Esports.
It is going to be a good game. Predictions. What are you thinking?
Talking about predictions, that's gonna be tough, because looking at the match, the best way to predict the future is to look at the past, right? So looking at the match history for this tournament specifically, ATK went against DNMK and they beat them out 7-3. And then Vibin Esports played against DNMK and they won that 7-5. To say that match was close would be the understatement of the century. So
And
it's
speaking about predictions,
it's a little bit
you should go
difficult
over
here
to our Twitter page, where
Yes.
you can give your prediction for the tournament and be entered into our giveaway, where we are giving away a very clean mouse pad and a very clean shirt. So make sure to head over to the Twitter page and give your predictions for the tournament. It is free, and yeah, that's it. Just over at our Twitter page, pinned tweet. That's it. Just go straight there, and there it is.
Absolutely. That giveaway, looking at the preliminary responses so far, it seems like the crowd is in favor of ATK. So let's see here as we get all set up and prepared in the lobby. Just 1 more player left. We'll see whether ATK are able to cement that prediction and make their path into that victory bracket even more secure, or whether Vibin Esports are going to bring out something that is going to shake up one of the best teams right now in South Africa. We are, of course, very grateful to all of you who are watching right now. Thank you so much. We appreciate every single one of you. Right now, we are sitting pretty at close to 480 subscribers, and it wouldn't be possible without all of you. So thank you. And we continue. We are on the road to 1,000 subs. It's going to take a while, but with all of your support and help, we're going to get there.
Definitely. We're very close. Even though the numbers don't say we're close, we are very close. We've come this way so quickly, come this far so quick, so we're just going to keep carrying on, you know? We're going to be going into the game now, where we will see the 2 teams Vibin against ATK. Vibin put up a victory against DNMK yesterday, which was a super close game, 7-5 in favor of Vibin on Villa. And not many people were expecting that. But Vibin pulled it off with a lot of explosives from Kixie. That was a lot of fun. And now is an even bigger task for them. ATK on Oregon. We've seen ATK play Oregon, and they are ruthless on this map. We just have to see what Vibin can bring to the table to stop ATK.
Absolutely, and we get right away into the matchup here. Going through the ban phase, I'm going to ask you, who do you think we're not going to be seeing on this map?
I don't think we're going to be seeing Maverick, Thatcher. Let's see what Vibin... Okay, the Capitao. Alright, I actually don't see much Capitao being played on this map. On defense, it's fair to say Vibin might ban Clash or Mirror. I'm not sure stream's lagging, but it's Kaid instead. Alright, so we're going to be seeing either Mirror or Clash. It's all in the hands of ATK to decide who they do not want to see when Vibin is playing their defense. But right now, ATK starts on defense while Vibin starts on attack. And Wamai is gone, so we're going to be seeing Mirror and Clash. So Vibin are going to have a bit of a struggle here to get past annoying operators if it is chosen to be played by ATK.
Absolutely, and Mira is a very powerful operator, and that's why she gets banned a lot. And on a map like Oregon, looking at the double domes bomb site, for example, if she has a mirror window set up in such a way that it's watching Attic, tough luck if you're on the attack trying to get through that one. Same goes for Clash. She's annoying to deal with, and she can just kind of really frustrate the attacks efforts. And if they're not able to get rid of her, it becomes so difficult to push when she's there zapping your way, and she has a shield, you can't shoot her directly. Also, it's important to mention that Capital has been banned, so like one of the most direct counters to Clash is not available.
Yeah, no, Clash is a very difficult operator to get around normally. We did see OG get around Clash when Runshock White were playing it, but that's all in the eye of the beholder, how easy it is and how hard it is. Because it's so easy to take care of Clash. You can just stun her, kill her, but it's also Pancake, he's really good on the Clash, so it's not going to be that simple to just stun her and get rid of her. We keep seeing a downstairs rotation from security into the kitchen, where Corsa and AML are going to be pushing down the day. As I say that, AML makes his way upstairs, and we're seeing a rotation from Figure on the top of White, and no reinforcement, actually. It's just going to be footholds by Attic. That is interesting to see.
As this defense continues to get set up here, going into the action phase, Sunset, I like that you mentioned Sir Pancake, because last time he was playing, it was against DNMK on Cafe, and he pulled out an amazing 1v3 clutch, which was just absolutely beautiful to watch. Props to him. At the same time, props to Kosa, who is currently rocking at 2.2 KD in this tournament. That's no mean feat, considering he's the IGL and he is playing support operators such as the Nomad when he's on attack and the Melusi when he's on defense. To start things off though, the Valkyrie of James is out for the count. She's been taken out quite early on, as there's still 2 minutes left as the attack continues to set themselves up to take control over here of the Attic.
Attic control is now being gained by the attackers with that breaching charge, that hard breaching charge being brought by Buck, which opens up a lot more flexibility in operators that you choose, because with these hard breaching charges now Buck is able to become a hard breacher. And they also have the ace, and AML is forced out of Attic as he falls back into Kids. And there it is, the ATK lose control of Attic.
They have lost control of Attic, but the clock still works in their favor, as it is a split push coming out here from Vibin Esports. Half of the team is set up to take control of Master here, as the game's wall does get opened. Wicked and Wasteful are still, and the Big is still trying to take control here of Attic. Nothing is transpiring so far except Wasteful, who gets taken down by AML. AML himself is on very, very low HP, so this last minute of the round he's going to have to play very carefully to make sure the advantage does not continue to slip away into the favor of Vibin.
If they do decide to drop further into Attic, they are holes that the smoke Figure is holding from far back into sight, and it's going to be a very difficult way to take control of that, but it is a split push, and they do have the walls open, and that is so unlucky. Kiva could have taken out the Clash, but he does almost anyway, as Clash falls to just about 60 HP. Wicked falls, and that is Kosa making his mark on the scoreboard. Drone AML on such low HP here, he's going to have to play super safe, but he's actually going to be playing aggressively, and Kiva gets into Attic, and he actually downs the smoke. That's a great shot landing from him, and it's the Clash and Tirpio coming from behind. Clash low, Kixi though, a TK, and it's all down to Kosa and Pancake against Kixi and Tirpio. Kixi inside, only 15 seconds left though. This Clash is really messing up Vibin right now, because just, you can't shoot her really. So Plant's going to be going down, but they know exactly where it's going to be going down from, and how to, and there it is. That is, oh, no way. So close, no time left on the clock. The Nomad, the air jab took down the Clash, and the Buck was able to clean it up, but wasn't able to take out the Corsa, and that is a very close round, but it does go in favor of ATK.
It was a close round indeed, both sides playing absolutely perfectly. The trade game was suffering a little bit because of that clash, like you said, just not being able to being shut down. There were a few moments where she turned her back just at the wrong moment and she could have been taken out, but it seems like luck wasn't too much on the side of Vibin Esports. They're struggling a little bit to take control away from the clash, who was just an absolute pain for them. This round, however, they will be going to Laundry Supply, so nothing too fancy, nothing too strange in terms of the kitchen or dining home site. All pretty standard stuff here, and it's going to be yet another standard setup here in construction. Some people call it blue, some people call it construction, and Sunset, I believe you're casting a game yesterday where there was a defender playing here in the elbow of construction, and he got triple picked by the attackers.
Yeah, that was interesting to see, most definitely. So many different teams play that area so differently that it's just become a staple of any downstairs basement defense, but it's so versatile in how you want to play it. If you want to play it with the ADSs, if you just want to play it naked, and what operators you want to play it. Because we saw, I'm not too sure who it was, but I think it was Opahat on the... He was playing it so well against Run Shark White yesterday, even though it didn't actually give them any rounds, as it was a 7-0 to Run Shark White, but it was still so interesting to see how Vanguard played it, and they didn't really lose that area of the map. And Nade's coming out, James taking out Kixie with a C4, and the Nade doing a lot of damage to Pancake. He's taking a little bit more damage as he gets shot in the foot and the toes by, I think it's Wicked over there? No, it's Tirpio. Running that ARX on Nomad. ARX and the AK, two very different guns, but both pack a punch.
James was the first one to fall the last round, and this time he's the first one to get an opening kill onto V-Kixie. The Nomad air jab doing his thing, knocking Sir Pancake onto his backside there. The attack is not able to capitalize on that, however. AML is still on a deep roam all the way here in Armory. Peeking, trying to get something outside, but nothing just yet. KWR has taken a bit of damage, as has Wicked, and damage continues to go in the favor of ATK as these attackers are kind of being stalled out here. Nothing too much is happening in their favor, Sunset, as we go into the last minute and 30 of the round. What do you think is going to happen here? Will ATK rotate?
Nah, 2 versus 5. Tirpil, low HP, Wicked getting put down, chipped away more and more by this clash. Like we said, Sir Pancake is just so good on this clash. It's going to be a menace for the rest of the defending rounds, or the attacking rounds, rather, for Vibin. And Pancake's going to have to retreat right back. Good shot as he picks up James on the mute, and Pancake can just continuously stall them out. And they're both low on HP, low-ish, relatively low, as both of them do just exchange shots and not much is happening. They're just being stalled out by the Pancake here. 1 minute on the clock, Wasteful trying to make some moves, but nothing go anywhere.
At what point will Vibin adapt to the clash that is being brought out on the last 2 rounds we've seen there? Kosa with the beautiful shots, he eliminates Wasteful, and it's now up to Tirpil, who is on 30 or so HP. Does not have the diffuser, neither does he have time in his favor. He gets one, but it's not enough. He gets shut down by Kosa, the IGL, the sport player on the side of ATK, to give them their 2nd round in a row. I was going to ask, at what point will Vibin adapt and start bringing out, say, a Zofia maybe, to stun the clash and take her out? Because the last 2 rounds, that clash has just been the focal point of the defense for ATK, and it has been the beachhead that Vibin have not been able to break through.
Nomad is super effective at taking out Clash, as we saw in like 2 rounds. I think that's the downfall of the Clash, literally the downfall, as she just falls onto the ground and is a free kill. And there is a Zofia being picked, but I'm pretty sure we saw Zofia last round, if I'm not mistaken. Not entirely sure, but I know that in one of the rounds there was a Zofia being played. No, there was no Zofia last round. I'm sorry. I think it was the 1st round. But anyway, here we go into Dining Kitchen. This is going to be a very influential side for Clash, as we've seen Pancake play here before. And honestly, I just feel like this first half, he's going to have 0 kills, but he's going to be the entire difference of winning and losing these rounds for ATK.
Absolutely. Sapancake is able to get the frags where they matter. He's able to get the impactful frags, as we saw him do yesterday when he was playing on Cafe, getting himself a very beautiful 3K that I'll keep referencing because that round surely was not going to go in their favor. DNMK had that, and riding off of the back of Sapancake, ATK were able to take that round. And while we're talking about yesterday's match, DNMK, they did struggle a little bit, and it was evident in this on the coach who was the coach who turned player, and he was playing as the IGL. He was a bit disappointed in their performance, and he was kind of airing out his disappointment on Twitter. If you're watching this, Jason, we love you all here at WLE. Don't take it too hard on yourself, you know. It happens.
It does happen, and it is what it is. As Corsair one-taps 2 drones, as he is roaming upstairs here, and he's gonna make a bullet hole for himself, and this could be a very sneaky kill. As if Kirva is not careful, as he swings wide, and there it is, he's taken out. Great shot from Corsair, it's going 6-0 right now on this SMG-11, proving that that gun is fatal and amazing. But he's gonna get pinched in a matter of seconds here, and that could most definitely be his downfall, as he's probably gonna have to rotate, but he actually takes off Kixie's head, and that's a double kill as he's holding his ground up here. Pancake helping him out now, and AML just falls back because Corsair's got it under control.
Corsair definitely is in control of this attic. He's saying, if you want to take this attic, you'll do it from my cold, dead hands. Right now, however, he decides to fall back into meeting, playing it a little bit safer. After netting himself 2 kills and wasting enough time, I think it's going to be the safe play to make right here, as there's still half of the round to go. Vibin are looking for the opening. They are looking for that fast kill, but nothing is coming out just yet. Wicked, Wasteful, and Chirpil are the ones who are up to the task here as they face the 5 full squad of ATK. And right now, not much is going on, really.
They have no idea where Corsair was, because he was upstairs in attic and he dropped both hatches to get a flank off, and this could be massive, as he's going to spot 2 players but unable to capitalize. Tearpil too quick on the draw as he takes out a running out Corsair, and that is the first time that Corsair has hit the map this game. And 45 seconds on the clock, 4 versus 3, looking a little bit more winnable for Vibin as they make a full rotate, but that run out from Corsair gave a lot of intel. And this is where the intel is proving vital as AML picks up 1, Wicked falls as well, and it's all down to Tearpil.
Tearpil is the last one left alive against the 3 players of ATK, one of them being the Clash of Sapancake, who continues the trend he has been setting in this match so far, wasting time, dwindling away the HP on Tearpil. He shoots out an air jab. I believe it does get... No, it doesn't get successfully activated. The Clash is still up and active. There are 10 seconds left here, and I don't think this is going to go in the round of Vibin. There we go. ATK take it round number 3 in a row.
That is 3 in a row, and 3 more steps that Vibin will have to take to equalize if they want to win this game. Because right now, we've seen a lot from Vibin and both teams, to be fair, but right now, ATK just has the edge, and it just feels like every game ATK plays, they have the edge. And Clash is proving fatal. Definitely the downfall. And if we see ATK playing against another team on this map and their Clash is not banned, it's dumb, because I remember we scrimmed against them and Clash was our downfall as well. We lost that game 7-3, and it was most definitely that deciding factor there, because Pancake is just perfect on the Clash. He is not greedy whatsoever, and he just knows what to do on that Clash. We're seeing Corsair back on the Melusi as we go back upstairs, because we have a perfect site rotation, as it is 3-0 with LTK lead. I'm not too sure where Olympus has gone, but it just does seem like it is me right now, and my stream is lagging for me as well, which is odd. But we head on into the action phase, where ATK are winning 3-0 and Vibin and need to grab some footing over here. They are winning like gunfights and getting rounds close, but not over the line where they need to be right now. And TRPL taking a little bit of damage off early off the round. I'm pretty sure the Valkyrie was trying to get a quick spawn peek off, but didn't work out too well. And stream is gone. There we go. Yeah, it's a lot better now. Thank you. Pancake, this time he's doing the thing around that trophy area, denying the wall around Master being open. We're going to be seeing a Jackal set up here, not a Jack. It is the Jackal, actually. I'm not too sure why they're bringing Jackal and making him play upstairs instead of getting some roam clear, because we know AML likes to roam, but he's very good on the roam. He makes sure that he doesn't give away too much, and he gets to site when needed. And Corsa is actually downstairs roaming as well, so Kiever would be a lot better clearing out those operators than just picking gunfights here. The C7E is a very good gun though, and one of the best, if not the best right now. So it does make sense why they would want him picking the gunfights upstairs.
I am back, and Sir Pancake is back on the Clash. He has been making it work. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Right now, however, there is pressure coming out from the side of Vibin. They have been able to open this game wall as well as apply pressure on that Clash in Trophy. But other than that, nothing much going on here. Still 5 players left on both sides, as half the round has dwindled away. We are left with half the round to go, and as you said, it's curious the placement of that Jackal, because there isn't much you can do as a roamer on this map, considering the lineup that ATK have been bringing. I think they should focus their efforts instead on finding something that's going to work against this Clash. Right now, TRPL is eliminated. He's down for the count in this round, and man count favors ATK as we speak.
Absolutely nothing is going in favor of Vibe in this round, as Kiever low on HP. 2 people have fallen, but there it is, finally a frag, and the Clash almost going down, but Pancake yet again so perfect, and he might actually kill Kiever here, as he is so low on HP, just whittling down further and further. Look at that. It's just, he plays it outstandingly, and he's just going to keep up this pressure. He has 4 assists. Corsa picks up Wicked, and that's all down to the low HP of Kiever and the full HP of Kixi to try and bring something back, but nothing is working. Kiever about a full 1 more tick, and he is down. And that is it. It's all down to Kixi. And this round looks like it's going to ATK. So far, a flawless half from ATK. Absolutely outstanding plays here. The Clash that gives so much intel and blocks so much of the pushes of Vibin. Like, Vibin's not doing anything wrong. It's just ATK is doing so many things right.
They are indeed doing the right things. They're figure getting the final kill onto Kixi, and it's difficult for me to observe that Vibin are kind of struggling right now, not being able to find an inkling of an advantage against ATK. Sir Pancake on the Clash, man, we'll keep talking about it because right now he has 4 assists, despite the fact that, you know, he doesn't have many kills to his name. But those assists are a testament to how well he has been supporting his team, and it has been working beautifully. Like you said, 3 rounds in a row, a perfect trifecta of the defending bomb sites, and they will return to Laundry Supply Room here with the exact same setup as they had the last time they were defending it. As we do get set up here into round number 5. It's not too late for Vibin though. They still definitely have the chance to make something work here, as we saw on Villa yesterday when Vibin were going against DNMK. It was a close match for sure, but it did take some time for the rounds to start going in the favor of Vibin Esports. And while we're talking about Vibin Esports, let's talk about the operator selection they have here, because there is an Oryx on the side of ATK and a Jackal on the side of Vibin. So we were talking last round with Sunset here about how there isn't much roam potential from ATK, considering the operators that brought this time. There is Corsa who has the ability to go up hatches, go down hatches as he sees fit. This time I don't think that is going to be much the case, as you want to stay as much on the bottom floor on this site as you possibly can here. Construction attack, same thing we saw on round number 2.
Yes.
Vibin stalling out again, yet again because of Sir Pancake.
They just need to coordinate an attack here. Like over there, those stuns are just going to waste. They need to be able to deal with Pancake here, because he's just proving to be that downfall every single round, and they need to communicate, because Pancake is relaying so much information and just doing so much for ATK with this clash that Vibin need to play as a team here and just deal with it, because they aren't being able to deal with it. They need to coordinate here, get those stuns of the Zofia, and there it is. That's what you need as she falls to half HP, but the peak from James, taking out Wicked, it's just all played out so perfectly, but a great shot from Kixi as James is decapitated there, and Pancake half HP, but he's not showing any signs of slowing down as he continues to stop the entire team here. But the smoke grenade, and there it is. The clash could finally be falling, but not just yet. And there it is. Figure takes one, Corsa takes another, and a 2 versus 3. Pancake 25 HP, but he's done so much. I don't think that Viber is going to be able to come back from this round. Finally, TPL takes out Pancake, and here it is, a 2 versus 2, and they're clashless. But Corsa is still there, and he's 9 for 1. He is such a good player. It is insane. He's so consistent as well. And when Pancake isn't there, it's time for him to show up. But AML is with him as well, and it's all down to Kixi. This is the one round that they were probably going to be able to scrape away, but all of a sudden, ATK wants their scraps back, and there it is. 5-0, flawless half so far. Corsa, AML making quick work with the last 2, and TPL, Kixi not able to pull it off.
Kosa showing us there why he is the best player in South Africa, if not one of the best. Round number 6, here we go. Like you said, 5-0 in the favor of ATK. To say that they're dominating would not be doing it justice. Like I was saying, it's difficult for me to believe that this is the same vibe in esports we saw yesterday when they were playing against DNMK. DNMK are a very strong team, almost at the same level as ATK, especially considering the fact that a lot of the players on DNMK are players who came from ATK. So what is going on here? Why is Vibin struggling so much against ATK? Let's not talk about the clash, Sunset. I think we've done enough of that. But other than that, what is Vibin not doing right?
They are taking too long to adjust to the defense of ATK. They aren't really adapting right now. They're bringing the same lineup and just not being able to get through the wall of ATK. And they need to communicate more, because they can see how well ATK is playing as a team, where Pancake is relaying the information and Corsa is feeding off this information. He's 10 for 1, and he's not slowing down at all. Vibin just need to find a way around that, and I myself right now can't see a way around it. ATK is just really playing flawlessly, maybe giving a little bit too much sometimes, but Vibin, they're just biting off more than they can chew right now.
I tend to agree with you there, because ATK are just playing this map beautifully. They are doing everything they need to be doing when they need to be doing it. We can talk about the fact that Oregon is a defender-sided map, as are many maps in Siege, but come on, man. 5-0, that's a little bit too strong of an advantage in the side of ATK. We need to see Vibin pick up a round here before we switch sides. Otherwise, it's just going to be so difficult for them when they are on the defense. Right now, we start the round off. The first kill going over in the favor of Vibin, so that might be the opening they need. Figure as well has been put on such low HP, as has Vikixi, who was the one to get that opening kill onto AML, the Jaeger. Maybe this is what we need, Sunset.
This is Vibin needs a breath of fresh air as the entry frag finally goes in their favor, and Figure dropped to solo, but it doesn't matter. He is on that Echo, and that's going to be such a vital operator for ATK. Doesn't matter if he's on low HP, he can still do his job. And that goes with Clash as well, as he put down to about 60 HP. But Buck, he's going to be that first entry, that first contact. So low HP on him is not the best.
Absolutely not. He does have his utility still in the skeleton key, none in the flashbangs, however. As the round progresses here, James being put on such low HP as he tries to win an engagement in the small tower, which looks like is the beachfront of the attack coming out from Vibin. The Yokai drones are stunning them. The clash is still in play. She will be pivotal yet again to the defense here coming out from ATK. Right now, they are just buying time, as there is still 1 minute and something left for Vibin to figure out how they're going to get a few more picks before they can start thinking about the execute. And there we go. TFL starts us off with a beautiful shot onto James. That's the Melusi down.
Just one bullet can take out so many of these ATK players, and like you said, they're TFL finally taking out James. And Pancake and Figure also just on a slither of HP, but Corsa, he's full, and he knows exactly how to play, but a great swing from TFL as he gets the refrag as Kiva is down, but Figure picks up one for himself, and that's Wicked. It's 4 versus 2 right now, but Kixie's low HP, Kiva's low HP, and Figure and Pancake, both super low. 30 seconds on the clock, but these are the operators that you need in the late round. These are the operators that need to be alive and holding the line for ATK. But as I say, that Pancake falls and Figure is on his lonesome, but he drops to the ground as well. And there's the round that Vibin need, and they get. Good shot.
Vibin start off there with what could be a comeback, because I wouldn't write them out just yet. Last map, we were seeing Regicide going off against Runshark Blue. It did seem a lot of the time in the beginning like Regicide were the ones who were going to take it flawlessly. But Runshark Blue were able to string a few rounds together, bring the comeback all the way into the very final round of overtime match point. So maybe, just maybe, Vibin starting off on that at least one round on their attacking half could be what they need here to secure them a win against ATK. We will be switching sides, and Vibin will be starting us off on Kids Domes, and they do have a mirror in play.
This is the chance to bring out that annoying character on their side, and they choose their poison as Bruni. I do like Bruni. I believe she brings a lot of utility to this meta. Barbed wire, Selma Gates, not Selma Gates. Gates, and as well as her fist, which is just able to open so much. And they have the same feed holes as ATK, so that is interesting. I actually haven't seen much of that in the meta, but it is now, and it does work. As we saw ATK win so many rounds with those feed holes over there. And we're just going to be seeing if Vibin can win anything. Wicked is still 0 for 6, Wasteful is still 0 for 5. Tirpiel though, 11 for 5, as he's actually the top frag in the entire lobby right now. He is carrying. Literally, he has more kills than Kiva and Kixie combined, as the rest of his team combined. Just 2 of them have 0. And that is not good. You need your team to be showing up, especially in a game like this. But then again, Vibin doesn't win or lose regardless. They're going to upper brackets anyway. DNMK do drop to lower brackets. They're going to be fighting for their life in every game that they play now. And ATK also winning this game would mean that they're just flawless. And we saw earlier on today that OG lost to Runshark White, and Runshark White went flawless in their group, only dropping 4 rounds in 3 games. So that is pretty impressive. And OG also going to upper brackets there as well.
The upper brackets are looking interesting, and they will continue to be more so as we progress through this match, which makes it rather difficult to predict who is going to win. So all of you who are watching us, thank you so much. We will again inform you that there is a giveaway going on right now on World League Esports Twitter page. Just go to @WorldLeagueESP. You'll find the pinned tweet there. Give us your thoughts in the comments. Tell us who you think is gonna take this. Will it be Regicide? Will it be ATK? Maybe one of the Runshark teams? We don't know. Right now, though, it looks like ATK are gonna be taking this one. They are 5-1 up, and I think the thing that Vibin needs to find here, other than a couple of rounds, of course, is some of the players need to start waking up. We know they're very strong. We know they have good fragging potential. Wicked, Wasteful, why are you still on 0 kills right now? Vkixie doing his best. And of course, Tirpiel just putting the team into his backpack on his bag, saying, I'm going to carry you boys up into victory. But we need to see a little bit more coming out from the side of Vibin in terms of frags. Otherwise, it's just going to be an all ATK story.
A full ATK story right now as they're opening another page in the book as this attack looks to be taking place shortly. But a great flank from Kiva. That's what they need, a double kill. That's massive, and it could be a triple, but he's shut down by Corsa, who just proves to be the better player there. And on the gridlock as well. Very, very well played there from Kiva, as it does bring a little bit more panic to the side of ATK as we see everything moving a little bit faster. But great smokes over there allow Corsa to progress further on into the site here. And the plant could be going down shortly by Pancake. The mirror is open there, so it could be very vital for Waste to be able to pick up a frag over there as he takes a little bit of chip damage. But Corsa picks up Wicked, as he's yet to find a scoreboard, and here it is, the default plant coming down from Pancake. Tearpeel picks up one for himself, AML falling, but the plant does go down, and it's Pancake and Corsa in this post plant to try and hold it off, and I'm not too sure what's happening, but it's a 3 versus 1, and it's all, there it is, that's the round. That is the round. Kixie very happy about that one. And that round is solely off the back of Kiva and that amazing flank picking up James and Figure.
That double kill from Kiva is definitely what netted Vibin the round that they needed there. Getting 2 rounds in a row. The first one was on their last attacking round. The next one was on their first defending round. So showing us that there is versatility in terms of how they're able to play Oregon. Right now, they will be moving away from Doms as they just won that, going over into Laundry and Supply. And versatility, Sunset, is the word you said, that allows teams to set up that bottom floor so differently. We could have that play in construction, given that we have Wasteful playing Smoke and Wicked on the Clash, who is actually going to pick off of. Okay. So Mirror, still an operator with a lot of versatility because there's so many ways you can set up that mirror window. You could put one in the default closet that was so meta back in the day, facing the laundry stairs, or you could have one in this little pillbox facing the construction door. Lots of options there in terms of how Vibin are going to set themselves up in this defense.
I remember Nesk with his insane ace. I'm pretty sure it was on the Smoke. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was on the Smoke. And it was Black Dragons, I think, against Team Liquid. And that was insane. That was super long ago, though.
It was, he was playing the Valkyrie, I remember that actually.
Valkyrie, okay, yes.
Yeah.
And it was Black Dragons, when they were still a thing, against Team Liquid. And that was an insane game. And yeah, that was, he held it. It was a 1 versus 5 as well. It wasn't just an ace, it was a 1 versus 5. It was insane, and I want to see South Africa get to that stage where it's just insane plays like that, and it's internationally recognized. We want more recognition. Ubisoft, where are you? Notice us, please, senpai.
We do need that recognition, the support for sure. I definitely agree with you on that one there, because there's so much talent here in South Africa. If it only could get tapped into, we're going to get that recognition as long as we have the support of all of you watching at home. And we thank you so much for the support you've been showing us so far. As we draw closer to that 500 subscriber mark, we are shooting for 1,000, but you know, you start small and then you go bigger. And you know, eventually we're gonna get there. The talent is here for sure. That's like, there's no question about that. we have players such as Corsa, we have players such as Tearpeel who have broken the double-digit mark in this match. And you know, that aside, in their own right, they're individually very skilled players. So recognition is here in galore.
Kieva's head almost being taken out by Corsa, as he's being a lot of pressure being put on him, as half of the 80k roster is now here, and he's going to see if he can take anything out, but he does no damage and he falls, but he does waste a good amount of time, as 1 minute 32 on the clock now, and 80k make their way back downstairs. And like we said, it's all about taking baby steps in the beginning, and like we said, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, but first we have to get to that 500 mark, half of 1,000, and very proud of where we have come so far, but we do want to get further, so you know, may as well subscribe while you're here. Wicked 0 for 7, but we know he's an amazing player, and we need him to step up right now. Vibin need him to step up. All of Vibin's supporters need him to step up here, as he's going to be the first point of contact as 80k make their way down, and they're pushing Freezer Laundry right now, so this could be a very big thing. But there it is, finally an opening pick there from Tearpeel, as he's just playing out of his mind right now. He's been 14 for 5. There it is, Wicked with his first kill, that being a Nitro, taking out Pancake. And this round is looking a lot, this half is looking a lot better for Vibin. They've just really needed that first round, and they got that first round. Wasteful almost being bested by that grenade there. Figure a great toss right now. My stream is completely lagging, so if Olympus, please take over.
Despite the technical challenges, we will try to bring you the action as it happens here. It's a standoff with less than 15 seconds on the board. Look at the side of Vibin. The HP is so low. Vikixi, the only full one here, going against Figure, who's the last one left alive. He is felled there in a quick swoop by the Vibin players.
That was amazing.
a double kill from Vkixi on the Goyo, showing us that the Vector can be put to work, securing them that round, and they continue to string rounds in a row as they have brought themselves from such a severe disadvantage, and now it's looking a lot closer, and it's looking more like what we thought it's gonna be.
50. Can we just take a moment, like look at TierPil, and can we just get a tab again? TierPil 50. The closest is Kixi on 6 for 4, and James and AML on 5. But look at that, everyone is going negative on ATK other than Costa. And can we get tab 1 more second? Everyone other than Kixi and TierPil are going negative on. So only 3 people in this lobby are going negative. That's how close these games are right now. Kill's not the thing, and that's how much is being put onto the shoulders of Costa and TierPil right now. It is insane watching these two battle it out.
It is absolutely insane. TierPil has a perfect 3.0 KB. Ah, damn. I'm just taken aback by how well these two teams are playing against each other. Though it looks like ATK have kind of lost their footing as these rounds progress. In the beginning, they were very much in control. They had the rounds going exactly how they wanted them to. The defenses were absolutely theirs. They won those 5 rounds in a row. And since then, it looks like Vibin have been catching up. So what is going on here? ATK started on defense. They were able to win convincing the 5 rounds. And then when they switch to attack, they struggle. But Vibin, now that they are on defense, it looks like they are succeeding. So it could be the continuation of the trend that this map is very defender favored, I think, Sunset.
This map is very defender favored, and we do see that quite a lot. And right now in this tournament, a lot of the maps that we see are defender favored, defender side favored, and it's crazy to see that right now. And obviously Ubisoft is trying to change that and trying to give the attackers a little bit more of an advantage. And Wicked now, that C4 kid, but nothing coming out. We're going to be seeing a little square made by James to get into this attic side. And normally I'd see the square being made on the right side so you can get into attic safely. But he opts to go for the left side, and there it is. The little square is open, very aesthetically pleasing there. And AML, Figure, and Pancake all get a line of sight into that attic. Wicked and Kixi playing upstairs on their own. They're going to be the first point of contact here, and Wicked has this little shield. I love what they do with the shields. Like I know it's happened long ago, but these shields are just so cool. They did like mirrors. You know?
Yeah, definitely. And there is contention in the community about whether the deployable shield being given those little slits has been a good thing for the game or a bad thing, because some people say that they are just a little bit too strong. Something that's being added to the defenders who already have such an easy time beating out the attackers. Some people say maybe they're fine as they are, but it's definitely been a very good addition into the game in terms of versatility in how defenders choose to set up things here. Wicked gets downed there. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it could be from his own Goyo shield. No, he is in games here with the rest of his teammates to support him to get the refrags here. Kosa is the one who will be attempting to secure the kill. But look at this. They're still dealing with the presence of Vibin on the top floor with less than 45 seconds left. The execute phase needs to start coming out here for ATK. Otherwise, they're going to lose yet another round to Vibin. Maybe not so, as they pick up 2. Wicked is finally finished off, as is Vkixi.
And the diffuser coming down from downstairs. 2 versus 5. It's TierPil and Kiev. I wouldn't write it out just yet as a double kill, but TierPil, he's bested. And it's all down to Kiev in a 1 versus 3, but the diffuser is not down yet. If he can get to these upstairs holes and get this diffuser cancelled, but it's not going to happen, and the plant does go down as Figure secures that. It's Corsa, AML, and Figure, 3 of the most talented players in South Africa to stop Kiev. Tall order for him, and I don't think it's going to happen. It looks like ATK are going to be moved onto match point as AML picks up at match point in the favor of ATK.
Match point, there we go. They did struggle to finally get to match point, as it looked like Vibin were catching up. They were reading into ATK and figuring out how they play. However, like you said, this next round could be the last one we see between these two teams. And I've got to say, I'm kind of disappointed because I hoped it would be a lot closer. But I'm not going to write Vibin out just yet. Tearpill is still doing heavy work carrying his team. And, you know, when your back is up against the wall, when push comes to shove, that's when people tend to wake up. So right now, maybe you're going to see Wasteful, Wicked, and the rest of his squad waking up, netting the impactful frags that they need to. Otherwise, it's going to be yet another 80k victory, something that I'm sure the fans of Vibin will not be very satisfied with.
But that is not something we are very familiar with. Like, I'm well, not too unfamiliar with. 80k tends to win a lot of the games they play.
Oh,
As,
absolutely.
Just one more, just another tally on this scoreboard, and we'll be back to the drawing board for Vibin as they will head on into the groups. Will head out of group stages in upper brackets. That's going to be really insane. Seeing Vibin in the upper brackets with 80k and DNMK drop to the lower brackets. That's not a thing many people were expecting. It is cool to see that.
I agree with you. DNMK is sort of a new Siege roster, and I put new in quotes because the players on that team are not new to the competitive scene. They're not new to Siege at all whatsoever. They're just playing under a different banner. And look at this setup that's coming out from Vibin. They have such a heavy utility investment in the attic that it's going to be a Herculean task for anyone from 80k to get anywhere close through this. We do see James, however, attempting something here with his Maverick. He opens up the top, but he gets flanked there. Does he? Oh, it's a Nitro Cell that comes out from Wicked, perfectly timed. The whole time he was opening up that wall, I was wondering why a Nitro Cell doesn't come out. But Wicked was buying time there, throws it out. The Maverick is off the board without being able to open the wall into Attic. So, like I said, it's going to be a Herculean task for 80k to get through there. Now they're going to have to rotate Sir Pancake as we see him go there. The ace with the Selma charges to try and get that wall open. But once they get it open, it's going to be a Runigate waiting for you, as well as 2 ADSs, a shield. Oh my gosh, it's just... This is Vibin territory here. I would be afraid to go there if I was 80k.
We see AML rotating back downstairs. Corsa is still positioned on this window with another bullet hole of his, and he could most definitely pick up Wasteful if he doesn't decide to move any more forward. But we're seeing very well played out attacks from 80k as they just plan everything out perfectly, going 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 here. And oh, that head was so close. Wicked's head was so close being removed there. And he did get another C4 kill there. And Kirva was the one that was trying to flank, but he was bested by, I'm pretty sure it was Corsa. And so the flank did not come out. But look at the Corsa with his bullet holes. So many all around the map. And these are so proved to be so very fatal. And just an insane way to play the game. That, like we were saying with the shields, it is a very controversial topic. So are bullet holes, as Wicked finally waking up as he gets a double kill for himself, and Corsa picks up Kixi. 3 versus 3, Corsa low on HP, and this round is going in favor of Vibin right now, as they just have to hold on to the site for a little bit longer. Amilg says nice shot in chat. Tearpill, Wasteful, and Wicked, 3 very good players to hold down this site. Up against Corsa, Figure, and Pancake. The diffuser still in the hand of Pancake. And Wasteful downstairs with this C4 still available, so that could be a very big difference in winning and losing this round, as Pancake makes his decision to just teeter around that, trying to get in and out, and the mirror! Jabbed, and he is dead now. 2 versus 3, Figure, 15 seconds on the clock, he goes in, spraying that LMG, and there is a Pancake going down into the plant. Wasteful with the C4 from below. I'm not too sure if it's going to connect. No, it doesn't. And Pancake now can go for the plant. And they know exactly where he's coming from. That is the game. 80k take the win 7-3. The exact same scoreline that it was with DNMK and 80k. And that is the game. GG, well played out in chat. And yeah.
It's GG, and it is good night there to Vibin Esports as they are felled by the Giants, who are 80k. Looking at that scoreboard, my word. Corsa putting in absolute work where he needs to with his 18 kills? Whew. Tearpill, on the other hand, he had 16 in 7. It was a very good attempt coming out from Vibin Esports, but I feel like they just... it took them a little bit too long to wake up. They gave ATK way too many rounds in the beginning, and that advantage, they just ran away with it. It was too difficult for Vibin to come back from that one.
It was. ATK had that 5-1 lead in the first half, and they did bring it back to 5-3 if I'm not mistaken. But in the end, ATK just stepped on the gas there and just pulled away from Vibin. Vibin, if they were able to have a better first half, this game could most definitely have seen an overtime or even a Vibin victory. But ATK proved to be the stronger team with the better strats right now, and it just doesn't seem like anyone is able to rival them in strats. I don't know what Tom has for breakfast, but he has some brain food, because he is able to put out some of the best strats I've ever seen.
The strategy game there from ATK, definitely very powerful, as is the fragging game. And it's not too often that we see the top fragger on the team being the IGL who plays the support. So very, very well done to Kosa there, proving yet again why he is the best, why his team is the best. And it's a bit sad there for Vibin though. Would have loved to see a lot more coming out from them. Who knows, maybe if they started on defense, we could be telling a different story right now.
Well, let us know if your predictions were correct. And also talking about predictions, why don't you guys go over to our Twitter page and give us your prediction for the entire tournament? Because if you do and you get it correct, you will be put into our draw for the giveaway. And the winners get a pretty clean shirt and a pretty clean mousepad. Very, very nice day to win. So just go ahead. It's free and takes a couple seconds of your day. Go ahead and you won't regret it.
Absolutely. As we close out that last match, we will be getting ready to go into the next one very shortly. War X will be going against Berserkers. That's going to be an interesting one to watch for sure. I'm looking forward to that one. And we do get the lobbies getting set up here in a bit. I believe we will be going into a short intermission, but we will be right back. Don't go away.
fears that you dream of will disappear and flutter on. Whoa, hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But I'm so just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears have run aground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe in hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But I'm so
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that banger of a match between ATK versus Vibin Esports, going in the favor of ATK, winning it 7-3, we are going here into Coastline. We have WarX going against Berserkers. My name is Olympus. This is the WLE10K, and beside me is Sunset. How are you?
Not too bad yourself. We did just see a pretty good game coming out from Vibin and ATK, where ATK bested Vibin 7-3 in the end. And now we've got Berserkers and WarX. We have some pretty big names here as well. Fish, Rich Boy, and Deny, all players that we mostly know. And then WarX, we've got Keen, Patriot, Eclipse, Zeus, and Velium. So this is going to be a fairly interesting game. My prediction is that Berserkers take this 7-3.
We can talk about predictions here, because looking at the match history for some of these teams, WarX went against Yebo Gaming on Oregon. They won that 7-0. It was an absolute whiteout for them. On the other hand, the team from Mauritius, Dark Esports, beat them 7-1. So it's kind of difficult to tell what their performance is going to be like against Berserkers, who previously also bested Yebo 7-0. Yebo having a bit of a tough time there in their group. But then again, Dark Esports were the ones to beat Berserkers 7-5 on Clubhouse. So predictions here are going to be incredibly difficult to make. And talking about predictions, you can predict who you think is going to win the whole tournament overall. Right now, people seem to think ATK stand a pretty good chance. I don't disagree with them, but I would like to see teams like Regicide and some other big names step up. So if you are able to correctly predict who wins this tournament once it's over, you will be entered into a draw for a giveaway. We'll be giving away some very sexy mouse mats and jerseys from WLE. So all you need to do to get into this giveaway is to go over onto our Twitter page, that's World League ESP. Check out our pinned tweet and comment there who you think is gonna take this, and then you're gonna be all Gucci.
Most definitely. And we are going to be going into the game in just 1 second. And it is on Coastline, like was mentioned, and we haven't seen Coastline for a while. A lot of people say Coastline should get removed from the pool as long as Clubhouse, as those maps have been there forever and always, basically. So that is it is understandable why people want to see those maps removed. And we want to see some of the new maps like Chalet and Theme Park. And Chalet is coming in, but Skyscraper. I still dislike Skyscraper a lot. I love the map, how it looks and everything, but I can't on that map sometimes. It is confusing. But right now we've got Coastline. What are your predictions for the bands?
Thatcher, Jackal, Mira, Maestro, or an Echo. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay.
Nomad.
Okay. Nomad being banned. This is a ban you'd see most probably on Consulate, so I'm not too sure why she's being brought out here on Coastline. Given that the jump out game isn't that strong, neither is the roam game.
It is the roam game. The Coastline does have some pretty good areas for the edge for vertical play. A pretty smart band there as well. As Kitchen and Blue Bar are very vertical heavy sites. So that is a very, very solid ban there from War X, and we'll be seeing Kide, but I'm not too sure I agree with the Kide ban, as there's not many walls that you need open on this map. That's why this map is such a frag heavy deathmatch, basically. So I'm not too sure I agree with the Kide ban there, and the last ban coming out is the Mirror, which is fair enough. Mirror is a strong operator on every map, and in Kitchen she is a menace to deal with.
Okay, so out of the 4 bans, I was wrong for 3 of them, and I was only right on Mira getting banned out. I agree, the Kide, not too sure if that's well advised, given that the wall in, what's it called, Billiards, that quad wall is pretty impactful in terms of how the round plays out, and it's pretty important to keep that locked and prevented away from the attackers. So maybe they're gonna have to play a bandit, but no bandit is coming out this round just yet. We have a Legion, Jaeger, Mozzie, Melusi, and a Valkyrie who'll be starting us off on Hookah and Billiards.
Hookah Billiards, probably the most common sight to see first played, and we're seeing Blood Rain swap off of the Melusi into the Smoke. And a pretty common setup here, Legion and the... Oh, no. Neopet does decide not to use the impact grenade there, and he's just going to go right downstairs and set up his Legions and deny setting up these barbed wires, because blue stairs is a very pivotal area of defense for the defenders, because if the attacker is able to get control of this and control of Hookah, it is very tough to retake the site.
I definitely agree with you there. Cool Vibe is instrumental in how the attacks play out in this map, especially on this site, as is Aqua. And on the side of Berserkers, they do have the option of bringing both a Jaeger and a Wamai, as none of them are banned, but none of that will be happening this round. So the projectile play coming out from the side of War X is going to have an easy time. And look at this, Patriot is bringing Zero, Sam Fisher, the main man himself.
Zero is an amazing operator, can bring so much to the table with that hard breach, amazing guns as well, being the SPK 2000 and the MP7, both really hard hitting guns and good fire rate as well, and 4 cameras. So that might just be the flank watch being brought out from Patriot, and I'm not against it whatsoever. I love Zero as an operator. It is a shame that he lost his frag grenades, because quite a lot of utility was taken away from him like that. Ubisoft loves taking away frag grenades from basically every operator. The only operator I remember like receiving frag grenades was Doki, and I think she still has them. I think she does still have them. Finka did lose her frag grenades this season, and that is pretty big, as Finka is not that amazing anymore, really.
Absolutely, and if you've been around as long as I have, you might remember a long time ago, IQ used to have frag grenades, and I'm
So did
still not
Thermite.
over the fact that they took them away. And the one that hit me the most was Buck, because I was such a Buck main. Oh my gosh, I had mastered his recoil so incredibly well. Will the mastery come out here from the side of Keen? As he did spot the Legion on the flank, he gets taken down. He hasn't been finished just yet, but he will be dispatched off soon after. They still think he's alive here. Zeus is on the IQ. They just need to drone out and confirm that he's down and then move in for the finish.
There it is, the kill finally coming out. There's a Legion who was down, taken off the board. And a C4 was very close to taking out Keen and Zeus. If it was a little bit closer to them, that would have been a great double kill from Fish there. But Fish, as we said, does take out Keen, this time with his gun though. As he just waltzes right up White. And he could have a great double kill here. But the shot's not landing, but Rich Boy C4 does land onto Eclipse, taking him out nice and quick. And Velium, he's just going to be holding Fish here as he's stuck inside of luggage area.
He is being denied entry here by Deny, who is behind the counter. He's protected by an ADS, but it's not enough to protect him against the gun of Velium, who gets him, then taken down soon after by Fish, getting himself a double kill on the round here. 20 seconds are left on the clock. War is down. Zeus is on half HP. Rich Boy and Bloodrain have the utility and the guns to stop this out from being around for War X, but it doesn't look like it's going to be one for them because they do not have the diffuser. And there we go, round number 1 in the favor of Berserkers. That MPX coming to life at the end there, dispatching off the last operator who was on half HP. And Hookah and Billiards is the first site successfully defended by Berserkers.
This is one of the only maps I would say is favoring the attackers. So War X do need to win quite a few rounds here, at least 3 to be able to have a chance at the defense. And Fish, his gun skill, I'd say is probably the best in the lobby. So we're going to be seeing quite a few frags from him, and it was just unfortunate there when he was swung by the Zero. I'm pretty sure that was Patriot, and he did trade, but the Roni does not do too much damage. So it was only able to down, but Berserkers were able to clean up that round for him, and there it is.
Fish is the man to watch for sure, because over the course of the tournament, he has a combined total of 24, make that 26 kills. He has a 26 bomb so far, and that's just the group stages. He has been putting in absolute work to carry Berserkers on his back, and so far it has been working for him. When he was over there in luggage, he could have gotten a nice double kill onto the Zofia, and I'm not sure who else was on that aqua balcony. But he wasn't successful in that. The Roni doesn't do much damage, has also a very small magazine. So he wasn't able to get that. But nonetheless, his team were able to get the kills where they mattered. And they won the round there. I want to talk about the Zero pick from last round, Sunset, because like you mentioned, he could have been brought for the flank watch. And I think that's very beautiful because it is an alternative to the Nomad, who usually would be the flank watch.
And yet again, it just brings a lot more utility as well, because those cameras are able to zap one thing, and that could be a bandit charge, a mirror even being opened, a Melusi could disable that, Valkyrie cam, ADS. It's just a very strong just gadget that the attackers can bring. And speaking of bringing gadgets, we're going to be seeing the Yana being played. Yana, ever since she was released, has seen a fair amount of play in just regular games and the pro scene, which is really good to see, as I love her as an operator, and she's one of my favorites. She does bring out a lot of utility and two really good guns, the G36C and the ARX, and she does have the grenades and that, what is it called? I actually forgot what it's called. But it doesn't matter. Fish takes out one and adds another kill to himself, and he has 1 HP basically, and he's going to be holding an off angle, hopefully, to best Keen here, but he decides to fall off and leave Fish all on his own, as he is a menace to deal with right now. He is winning his gunfights and laying down the attackers.
Things seem to get better here for Berserkers, but worse for War X, as 2 of their players are downed. Make that... Okay, yeah, it's still 2 players down on the side of War X, but there is one who's gone on the side of Berserkers. And I would say this is a 3v3 here, because Fish is on barely any HP. If he's able to get any other kill while he's still here, I would be impressed. A beautiful nade there being cooked by Keen from Kitchen. It catches out Deny, and it's up to Fish, Rich Boy, and Blood Rain to play out this last minute of the round on Coastline.
1 minute on the clock, and the HP favoring the attackers. A fairly solid attack seen so far from the side of War X. Rich Boy all on his own in the site, where Fish is still upstairs, still just roaming around, trying to get a few more picks here. But like we said, his low HP is definitely going to be his downfall here. So if he is able to pick up another kill, that is a lot of value from his side. And the C4 going to be coming out, and that could be a very crucial C4. And there it is, the diffuser is dropped as Patriot falls, and another great shot from Blood Rain through the smoke. Best Eclipse, and Fish cleans it up, taking out the last player, and Berserkers see themselves in a 2-0 lead.
Berserkers there going 2-0 up as they win Hooker and Kitchen. A good attempt from War X, as they did know what they had to do. They were getting the drones out, trying to take some map control. Unfortunately for them, Fish had their number and he was calling them up. He did get very impactful kills there before being finally finished off in the end. And I want to see...
Fish actually lived
War
throughout the whole
X.
round. He actually got the last kill there, so...
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got the last kill onto the Yana there. He didn't die at all. He's still only one death. He's 4-4.
Wow. That is absolutely great work coming out from Fish. He is boasting a very strong KD in this tournament so far. What I want to see from War X, however, is them stepping up a little bit. You can see their frags there are struggling, not finding picks, and they're not picking up any rounds either. They are 2-0 down, and if the trend from the last map continues here, Sunset, Berserkers could run away with the advantage, and before War X have any time to wake up and catch up, it might be a case of too little, too late.
Too little, too late is a story and one to behold right now, as War X falling behind more and more by the minute. And they just need to pick up around here and just get a grip here, because they need the momentum. And Siege is such a momentum-based game. And right now, Berserkers do not want to give up any momentum, as they are up 2-0, and they head to the double bar side, which can be very troubling to hold sometimes, but if it is done correctly, it is a great side.
Absolutely agree with you there. The setups coming out here from Berserkers are interesting, as you can mention. They have the Goyo and the Wamai and the Jaeger as well. So the Pengu spot here we can see being observed will be very powerful, and it's usually so difficult for the attackers to get someone out of there unless they have a Monty, say, which on the side of the attack there isn't any. The sledge was banned like we saw at the start of the match, so I was expecting to see a buck being brought out for that vertical play. None, however, though there is still some of that vertical potential in Velium, as he is bringing the Jackal, and I have to assume he has the shotgun, because otherwise I would be I would be impressed if you're bringing the pistol on the Jackal.
They do know that Deny is here, and he's going to be the first point of contact for the line here. I'm not too sure what happened just yet. The stream is lagging. And the kill, there it is. Oh no, he misses. Okay, he doesn't, but Fish picks up a double for himself on Valium and Zeus. And that's what we're saying. Fish is so influential on these rounds, as he picks up a double kill, and Deny almost missing onto Patriot there, but he does clean it up, and it's all down to Eclipse and Keen. 2 minutes on the clock, and it's already a 5 versus 2. Berserkers are just shutting down War X before they're even able to get going, and that's just how these rounds are playing out right now. But Rich Boy does fall, and it is his first death of the game as Eclipse takes him out, and a Jaeger of Naoki rotating into the kitchen, and they know exactly where he is. So I like this from War X. One person is rotating around to the kitchen service side, and the other person is on his kitchen window. So this could be a pinch over here, but he reads into it, and he's able to fight it. And there it is, Fish with the triple kill, backing up his teammate as Eclipse falls, and it's all onto the shoulders of Keen. And he sees the head, but I'm not too sure what happened. Okay, Naoki was able to get that frag. Sorry, the stream is super laggy on our side, and it was a.
Whoa!
It was a good shot. It was a good shot.
What a shot there from Naoki, bringing us to 3-0. Berserkers seem to be running away with this map, and it's all coming off of the back of Fish. The story right now is just all Fish all day, because he's getting the kills where he needs to be. Like you said, that last round, it was a 2v5, and there was still like a minute and 50 seconds to go. it was very early on that these engagements were happening. So in that last round, maybe what War could have done, what War X could have done, would have been to consolidate, regroup. They had a lot of time, so maybe they could have sat outside for a couple of seconds, talk to the IGL, talk to the rest of the team, get some info, find out what is going on, where is Fish, we need to shut this guy down before we think of doing anything else. And then at that point you just isolate your gunfights, take 1v1s v1s, because when they have the man advantage as strong as a 5-2 on you, it's not advisable to try and fight multiple people at the same time. So try to isolate them, try to find out where the weaknesses are. Maybe they're getting too aggressive, too cocky and confident that they have such an advantage. Pick them off if they're running out. But none of that was the case last round. So this time, going into round number 4, excuse me, I'm hoping that now War X are starting to understand how Berserkers are playing, and they can show us that they can string a couple of rounds in a row. Otherwise, it would be so sad to see them go out 7-0.
It would indeed, but this game is not over just yet, and it's barely just begun. This is the 4th round, and we're just about halfway through the game. If it is a 7-0, but it's way too far away to say that right now. But Berserkers have won these rounds very convincingly, so I would not put it beside them to be able to win this game in a flawless fashion. But that's for War X to decide if they want to step up right now and show us what they're made of and show us that they can do better than what they're putting on the board right now. Eclipse on that ace, 2 for 3. Keen on the Yana, 2 for 3. And those are the best. That's the best you have on the side of War X, so it's not going too great. Fish is just able to shut everything down before it's begun. And as I say that, he's shut down before he's able to get started this round. And Zeus finds his first kill of the game, and that is a very big frag. And it's going to be down to Rich Boy, as he's the second fragger of this team. And he's going to have to be able to pick up a couple kills here, as Niobe actually, he's going to be playing very aggressively inside his master bedroom penthouse side. And he's going to be able to pick up actually this Sophia. If she isn't careful right now, the drone's coming out and they spot exactly where he is. Velium. Oh, looking at the drone at the foot, and everyone is whiffing shots right now, but it is the Yana to pick up the frag, and Rich Boy from below with that shotgun picking up one for himself. I'm liking this attack right now, but they just need to be careful, because Rich Boy can really mess them up below with the shotgun, and he doesn't have a C4. Denai still has the C4 though, so that can do a lot of damage in wiping away players of War X. They do have the man advantage, they just need to play this smart.
Absolutely. If things were ever looking good for War X, they would be looking good right about now, as Rich Boy continues to collect information for his teammates down here in Kitchen. He is down as well on very low HP. However, he's able to get the perfect read there and kills Patriot, the Capitao, who was holding onto the diffuser there. So this is now a 3v3, and I was saying it looks good for War X. Maybe it's not looking too good right now, as they have been in this situation before and they have lost. Caster's curse, like you were saying, Fish is the one who's carrying, and then he got immediately eliminated. This time, we'll see how it plays out. We go into the last 20 seconds. Make that a 2v3 as a C4 connects there from Deny. It's up to Eclipse and Zeus, and Rich Boy is still in play. He has that cardiac sensor. He's still collecting information. We are having gas canisters go off. Eclipse finds one to start things off here. He's on very low HP. Zeus runs straight through, full send through the smoke. It's up to Blood Rain left. He has the shotgun and the SMG-11, very capable, but not enough to stop the Type 89 from Zeus, giving War X the first round. And there we go. They have finally woken up.
Finally, there it is, that first round being put on the board, and that is a very crucial round. They need to win these next 2 rounds to even have a fighting chance in this game, because this map, like I said earlier, is very attacking-sided. And versing a team like Berserkers, it's not going to be easy to win your defensive rounds, because they do like to play aggressive, and they do like to pick these gunfights, and they're very good at winning the gunfights as well. And so far, it just looks like if you can take out Fish, you can win the round. So Fish needs to play a little bit safer, as we see one of my Alibi come out.
6th pick coming out there from Alibi onto Jaeger.
As I say that,
Are you disappointed in that, Sunset?
I am disappointed. Alibi is a good. I think Alibi can bring quite a lot to the table. She has a Bailiff, the secondary shotgun pistol, a pretty good gun with that with that Storm, and then also a lot of intel with those prisoners. So I do think she can be utilized quite a bit, and we do see quite a few pro teams playing her quite consistently. Kanto Raketti being one of, if not the best Alibi player in the world. And I remember he had an insane fadeaway shot with Alibi. Deny though, he's consistently opening these hatches with one bullet from his bailiff, and that is actually something that is not as easy as it sounds.
Deny they're setting up the map in such a way that will enable him to rotate up and down those hatches as Oryx. So we'll see whether he's able to play that way. Of course, maybe if WarX are able to shut down the angles from, say, the main lobby, he won't be able to make much use of that hatch that goes into the penthouse there. No Alibi, sadly, for Sunset this round, but there is a Valkyrie though, so there's still a lot of information that's going to be coming out from Rich Boy on his 3 cameras. Another controversy in the game. There's some people who think that Valkyrie is too strong. Some people say her cameras shouldn't have sound. Some say she shouldn't be able to toss her cameras outside. Because, well, why should she? Echo's drone, when it goes outside, it loses signal. Same for Mozzie when he captures a drone. So why is Valkyrie an exception? Oh, it makes an exceptional shot there. Eclipse falls. The Maverick is dead. We're just talking about Valkyrie here. No information is enough to stop such a headshot coming out from the Deagle. Beautifully placed there. So 4v5 as we continue here. No refrag has been made yet on the side of WarX. So they are coming off of the back foot, as has been so common for them this map. If they're able to equalize the man count, at least they do stand a chance. We've seen when they get the opening kill, things go in their favor, but Niobe makes things worse even for them. Fish adds on to it. It's all kills going out in the side of Berserkers right now. WarX is just up to Valium left. He is the Ash. He has utility drones and a powerful weapon to clutch this round out. He has the time as well. He gets one. Does he get a second? No. Denies there to close out the round for Berserkers as we go into round number 6 here. It's yet another round for Berserkers. WarX being able to find only one. It's starting to look a little bit terrifying for them.
Sorry about that, I'm back now. My brother just decided to barge into the room. And yeah, 4-1, Berserkers shutting down that little bit of momentum that WarX was able to gain with that one round win. And we're going to be seeing a fuse coming out from Patriot.
Ooh.
And this is a good read, because Kitchen Service is the site that they're going to be going on, and Patriot could most definitely find a lot of value out of this fuse, because Fuse is so good at just util dumping. He can take out all of these Jaegers, Malusis, Mozzies, Valkyrie cams, like all of this can just be taking out shields. It's really useful, and it can also sometimes just catch a random kill.
Fuse there definitely being a very, very powerful operator. He did get a buff a few seasons ago where he got 1 extra cluster charge. Before that he only had 3, right now he comes with 4. And like you said, yo, those cluster charges, each spitting out, what is it, 6 packs?
It is. I'm pretty sure it's 5, and it goes from left to right. 5 bombs that are rained down from hell, and he has 4 of the cluster charges.
That's a lot of util dumping, like you said. Not to mention the fact that Fuse, he also got yet another buff where he got the hard breaching tool, and he also has, I think, the most powerful AR on attack, the AK-12, with a variety of very good Russian optics. So all round a very good rounded operator. What a
double kill!
Shot. Oh my goodness, Fish right now he gets the double. Sunset, the caster's curse. It's a caster's blessing in this case. Fish is going 11-2, doing absolutely beautifully well for his team.
I did say in the beginning that Fish has probably the best gun skill in this lobby, and he is definitely backing me up on that claim, because he is absolutely just tearing off heads. I don't think he's gotten another kill other than headshots this game, because all of his kills have been on this Mozzie, and the Roni is just an amazing gun, especially with this 1.5. I love Mozzie, and a lot of the people that play with me know that I play Mozzie Ella a lot. They're just amazing operators with amazing guns. This is an amazing angle from Rich Boy, but he looks away too quickly, and the kill, he's a little bit. And then that Seifo's got a kill. That is Eclipse off the board, and that is the round most likely going in favor of Berserkers. 4-1. It is. It's insane how well Berserkers are reading into War X, and it's insane how well Fish is hitting his shots. It just, they get shut down constantly, and they're not able to even formulate an attack because, hell, most of the attackers haven't even been able to get into the map.
It looks like it's going to be yet another story for Berserkers here, as it's just Patriot left on half HP. He does clinch one, but will he find 4 more to win the second round here? It looks rather unlikely, as he is the last one left alive. He does have the diffuser though, he does have the AK-12 like I said, but right now the aggression that would be coming out from Fish most likely. Ooh, that's mistimed there from Rich Boy. He was pulling out the Deagle for some classic plays there to go into the highlight reel, but none of that. A gas canister will be tossed out. There's still one left on the side of Blood Drain, so a lot of denial on the side of Berserkers, as well as a lot of bodies here, but they're throwing themselves at Patriot. If he's able to land these shots, he could stand himself a chance, as he still has 30 seconds left here, but he looks like he's going to rethink and move out of this Sunrise Bar area, though it's going to be the MP5 from the Night that removes him from the round. 6 feet into the ground being placed there by the Melusi.
Most definitely. Half of that round we weren't able to see what was going on. Not the best, but Fish is proving to be the best, and Rich Boy not far behind. He's 8 for 3 as well right now. And Rich Boy calling out the skin, but I don't think the skin is giving them any more advantages than it is, because it's okay, we don't mind. Yeah, we know you don't mind. You're 5-1 up. And now you're going into the attacking half, so I'm actually seeing this game going 7-1 in favor of Berserkers.
7-1 scoreline is definitely very possible here. And, you know, as well as Berserkers are doing, I want to say it's coming off solely on the back of Fish. And that's a little dangerous, because the last time we saw them playing, they were going against Dark Esports. And every single round that Fish was the first one to die, they lost. Berserkers lost every time that Fish wasn't able to play. And he wasn't able to play because I think he was being a bit cocky. He was getting caught on spawn peaks. He was taking aggressive fights that he shouldn't have. So every time he died first, the opponents were able to win. So this time, it's not happening though. War X haven't yet figured out that formula. They need to focus all their mental energies and attention in trying to shut down Fish, because right now, look at the kills he's bringing to the team. It looks like he's the only one it's kind of like a one-trick pony on the side of Berserkers. Fish equals easy win.
It is, and it's equaling a lot of frags as well, as we head on to the first round of Berserkers attacking here. And we've got a very aggressive lineup here. And I'm really liking this lineup, because this map is just a deathmatch map. Eclipse bringing out a Kapkan, which is a very interesting pick here. And Velion, he's going to be playing the Mozzie, but it's not going to be nearly as good as Fish, because he's downed. But Ash playing super aggressive, he could get a double here, and he does. Oh, deny, great double, and that's what they needed that round. Zeus and Velium just not being able, and Niobe gets up Keen, and all of a sudden this round is so quickly just collapsing in on War X. Eclipse falls, and it's a 1-on-5 now.
1-on-5, it's Patriot the Doc. 1v5, he has 100 HP, an MP5 and a Dream. He gets 1. Will he be able to get 4 more, as Fish is there? He has a lot of utility, barely being able to use it, but Deny is able to use his weapon to dispatch of the Doc there in the bathrooms. Not able to make anything happen there. And it's just, it's all Berserkers. I want to see War X wake up. I want to see more from their side. I want to see a more competitive match like the last one we saw, where it went all the way to 15 rounds. I don't think that's going to be the case here, Sunset, as we are on match point for Berserkers.
Tonight picking up a triple kill for himself. They're finally waking up a little bit more here and there, and he's on the Ash, so that is what you expect from the Ash player. Play aggressively and pick up those frags, which is what happened in that round. And 6-1 in favor of Berserkers. This could be the last round of the night, and Glass being brought out from Neo, but I'm fairly sure it's going to be a 6 pick. But Yep, there it is. A 6th pick. We're going to be seeing a Glaz 6th pick. Fair enough.
A very tactical sixth pick there from a glass onto a glass. And hopefully he's not going to sit in ruins the whole time. Hopefully we'll see some lekker shots coming out from him. We've been seeing a lot of beautiful shots coming out, especially from Fish, who has been just doing it all for his team right now. It looks like picking up Fish was the absolute play to make for Berserkers.
Most definitely, Fish is making the difference right here. He didn't do anything last round, but that's because Deny woke up and he shut everything down from Berserkers. And yeah, don't reinforce that. That is not a good thing to reinforce, Zeus. And he makes the right decision. He falls off into this security area. And that is a very strong position to play as Vigil, because you are able to deny a lot of information, a lot of access to the site from this area.
Absolutely. Hopefully Zeus doesn't get taken down too quickly, as we did see him being eliminated last round as he tried to pick up the Mozzie teammate of his last time. And there we go. Round starts off with a kill from each side, but it's 2 who are down on the side of War X, and it looks like Berserkers want to shut this one down here quickly. It's match point for them, 2 versus 3 though. A few kills coming out from the side of War. Very aggressive push being brought out from Fish here. He's on the ground, he's trying to find something. And what is this peek from Rich Boy? He is down, and that's the diffuser as well in sight. All of a sudden it's a 2v2, and oh my goodness, it's a 1v2. Fish is there as well as his Blood Drain, trying to find Patriot here, the Ella, who's down on the ground. And they do find him, and they close it out there. It's a win for Berserkers.
7-1 is the scoreline. Fish putting in a lot of work. The team just playing out of their mind right now. Berserker showing us that they might be a team that we have to watch out for. Fish, Deny, Rich Boy, Neop, and Blood Rain. Very strong win. Very dominant win over the of War X.
Fish coming out of that game with yet another absolute banger of a KD. He picks up a team bomb there. Very well done to him. And it looks like, I'm going to say it again, but it looks like Berserkers are only winning because they have Fish. Otherwise, they're being shut down.
I wouldn't say it necessarily. Rich Boy and Deny were both getting a lot of frags there. They had 16 combined. So I will have to say that the entire team there was putting a lot of work in. And they were just outplaying and denying War X before they were able to get started. They did pick up one round, which we both thought could lead to a bit of a comeback, but that was shut down very quickly. And that was the game. There was not much more to say other than a dominant performance from Berserkers. And War X, they will be sent to the lower brackets, I'm pretty sure now.
War X will get yet another chance to fight things out there in the lower bracket. I was hoping to see a lot more coming out from them because the previous matches, they were playing a lot better than that one. Maybe Coastline isn't their map. Maybe they need to look back at the bans, rewatch that VOD and see what changes they can make there. And hopefully we'll see a lot more coming out from them. Good job, however, on the other hand, to Berserkers, who win that one very convincingly, if I do say so. 7-1 is a stomping, there's no other way to put it. However, right now, that's going to be it from Sunset and myself, and that is Playday number 3 done and in the books. We will be coming back with a lot more action in a couple of days. Catch us here on Friday. That's going to be the next coming weekend, where so much more Siege action will be coming. And until then, have a good one and take it easy.
Take care, guys.